we're not on the air.
Smooth.
Limo Talk. It's me, comedian Joe Pontillo.
Oh, God, why am I here?
Joe Pontillo, right there.
He won't regret that.
Board up extraordinaire back from Cortland, Richard Zarelli.
North Carolina, but okay.
The man, the myth, the legend, comedian Bobby Hits 41 inch roll. I said it again, right? I said what I say now?
You said Cortland, and I was in North Carolina.
All right.
Cortland,
close.
New York?
Only-
Cortland, where?
Yeah, Cortland, New York. 10 hours away from North Carolina.
So if you haven't, first of all, I want to thank everybody for sharing the show and giving us a like and everything else. What's your deal now? You just came in. I was told you 9:30, and you walked in around 9 p.m.
I was out here doing stuff.
Yell at
Was
the
like,
guests
I'm sorry I
for showing
showed up
early.
How dare you be here?
fuck are you
Not
doing
only
here?
on time,
What are you
but early. What are you actually looking for extra credit? Don't get more screen time. Am I okay parked outside?
Yes.
All right.
Are you by the hydrant?
I took a limo here because it's Limo Talk.
Oh, yeah.
What if limo aficionados are tuning into the show and they're like, they never talk about limos though?
We don't.
We don't.
We don't.
We haven't in
point.
13
The
years.
premise, Joe, from the
That's
beginning was
great.
supposed to be that we were supposed to be a bunch of guys sitting in the limousine
Oh, God.
on our way to something extravagant, like the prom, or a wedding,
AC.
All
right?
right.
Or AC, or whatever.
We'll come up with
And we're
something.
supposed to be bullshitting in the back of the limo like we're a bunch of guys just talking about what's going on in the world.
Oh,
But it
get
never came off that way, and I don't think anybody's ever grasped the concept.
Well,
But
they're
at
starting
least
to.
Could be a limo.
At least you brought attention to it.
Here,
So
So
Yeah.
we're changing this whole show format.
I'm in the limousine business.
Okay.
And I've been doing it for
you got the
31
connection
years.
now.
Here's the connection. So I always wanted to get out there. Everybody in the industry knows about the show.
Right.
We're doing it 13 years. So I've had people from presidents of corporations to clients and everything that listen to the show
Oh, nice.
on a regular basis. The premise was from day one, we're all sitting in the limo. We're going to AC for it's Inzi's bachelor parties, getting married for a second
Oh,
time.
congratulations.
I've been going to bachelor parties for
We're
13
popping
years.
bottles.
He's not even invited.
We're
He just
popping
shows up.
bottles, a guy in the corner snorting blow, whatever. We're smoking pot. We're on our way to AC, and we got a room at the Tropicana, like my cousin Vinny got me in the
Ricky
penthouse.
Ricardo with the
In the-
Tropicana.
No, we were at the Tropicana.
Oh, at the Tropicana with
A
Lucy.
Tropicana.
My
That's what I
first
could've
bachelor party to my first wife was at the penthouse at
I'm
Tropicana.
glad you brought that up. Oh, Les is listening.
No, but so anyway, that premise was we're sitting in the limo with the music on, hanging out on our way to AC. That's limo talk.
I get it.
All
That's
right?
what you're on. You're in a limo right
You're in a
now.
limo
I'm in
right
the
now.
limo.
Exactly.
Where are we going? We're going in reverse on the Southern State Parkway.
Yeah.
The wrong
Not-
way.
We've been going in reverse for a long time.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
That's
Dude,
what I'm
we've been on a
talking about.
roll. All right? We changed things up about two.
You've
two-
had some heavy hitters on recently.
Yeah, 2
so-
months ago, we changed things
I
up.
called in that one time.
Yeah.
Or you called me, but
Well, we have a question about that.
Yeah.
Why in God's name last week when you knew you didn't have
That
your
was 2
show?
that was 2 weeks ago.
All right, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Why didn't you just call us earlier? You could have hung out. You had better things to do than
I have a theory, but go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. No,
you have
Yeah.
a theory.
The
You know what?
theory
It
I
was-
have.
Okay,
You're
yeah,
going to
yeah.
give us the real reason?
no,
or
I
should
want to
give
hear
the
your theory first. It's
The
probably
theory
funnier.
is
Yeah.
that you sat at home thinking, all right, I already told them I'm not coming, and I gave them a reason why I'm not coming. So if I call up an hour, like right after the show starts, they're going to talk me into trying to come down now that you're not doing what you're supposed to do. So if you call 5 minutes before the show's over, we can't do that.
Yeah.
Is that what it
Also,
was?
I thought it was very sad to have had the whole conversation with you where I was like, "Oh, the show I'm doing is later than I thought it was, so I would have to not make your thing." And then the next day be like, "Oh, that show canceled. Can I come back on the radio show?"
He called in sick at the end of his shift.
Yeah, basically. So that's what it was.
No show, no call.
It was a bad week. There was like 3 canceled shows. It was the end of comedy.
Why?
Career was
How do you
ending.
feel about something that happens like that? It looked like for a week or so, you were having a couple of cancellations.
Oh yeah, it was a bad week, but
that doesn't happen often.
no, there's usually like once a year where there's like a stretch.
Or
where
3
just-
times in a week, either way.
Which
Why is that?
But as
Just-
someone who makes their living almost entirely off stand-up comedy, that was devastating. So the last thing I wanted to do was to come do this show. That would have
Okay.
made me worse.
I understand.
Wow. That would have been like,
yeah.
Oh, I'm out like
Salt in the wound.
$500, and now I'm in
and now
Massapequa
you're on
on a
here.
Sunday night.
I got you.
Which comedian talked you out of it and said, "Don't go by them. Don't go hang out."
Oh, there's a whole group that actually called me at the same time.
So now
Yeah.
you know that people are paying attention.
They have their own Facebook group.
Yeah.
Don't go on the limo.
But
Yeah.
but then I was like, yeah, well, call me and then we'll talk. And then I was like, I was actually waiting for you to call me, and you didn't. And I was like, hey, forget it, man. And then you called me like a half hour later, and it was great. So it was worth it. And I was like, all right, now I'm ready to do this
He's
show.
been talking about you since we opened up Gov's Radio. We built Gov's Radio the second time.
I tried to close Gov's Radio.
The second
Didn't
time.
happen to me. That's,
Second time.
that's why I keep going on Tony Walker's show.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh,
Yeah, I think I ended their marriage too.
that was over before you got there, Joe. Trust me.
Yeah. Let me ask. Tony just had my
Tony.
favorite, Bob Nelson.
I
on.
know.
We had
And he
Jim
did-
Florentine on too.
Yeah, it was a good. That
guess.
was a good.
And he had Shane Gillis.
Did it? No, I don't.
Yes.
He had Shane Gillis.
What did he zoom in?
No, I heard he was in studio.
Oh, really?
Somebody. All right. So I had a conversation with one of our favorites, Charlie Myers, and Charlie Myers was, Charlie.
I know Charlie.
Good. We
Myers,
call him
yeah.
Good Time Charlie.
Big fan of mine. If it's the same guy. I'm
Yes,
thinking
it is Charlie Myers.
Okay, yeah.
So
Big fan of mine.
Charlie and I are on the phone for like
If I
a half
remember
an
right, he's a
hour.
big fan.
He's ripping. He's just critiquing different people.
of. Sure.
And then he goes, "Hey, have you got Shane Gillis on?" I go, "No." I go, "Why? What's up?" He goes, "I don't know anybody else that could get Shane Gillis on and get 45 views." I'm like, "Oh."
Oh, no.
I'm like, "Oh, I didn't know.
Did they
I didn't-
spell his name
I
wrong?
didn't know who it was."
What?
I'm like,
No one's listening to podcasts at 11 o'clock in the morning. That's what it is. It's a bad time slot.
it's a total bit.
Put them on at like 6:30. They'll get like 50 views.
Well, it's funny.
Easily.
Crank it up to 60.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That get
Crank it up to
crazy.
60 if we
Easy.
get crazy.
We started here in the Sunday nights with 2, and now we're
Now we're up
1,000.
to 4.
No,
12.
Right.
6.
We added 10
Eight.
people.
Took
Yeah.
12 years, but
That's why he keeps getting married, so he could get more listeners.
we're moving forward.
So funny. All right, but you got to listen to my show every Sunday.
Yeah, so true. Oh,
But
God.
no, I've checked your show out. You guys get some viewers. You get a lot of comments on Facebook.
We do all right. We have a guy out in Tampa, Greg DiFilippo, that shares my show constantly. Greg and I became very close during the COVID,
Oh, okay.
and
We haven't been closer than 1,500 miles, though, in the last few years.
Right.
well, he
But,
came.
uh,
He
he
came
just
in with.
came on the.
Oh, no, he came.
He came with his kids. We had pizza. We hung out.
You made him sit there?
No,
Oh.
he
Yeah, yeah,
he
yeah.
hasn't been on
You
since
want to see the
Gov's
show
Radio.
live?
He's
You're in our audience.
he's very important. He helps us out a
Oh,
lot.
that's great.
Yeah, we got that one guy that just throws it. Bruno Capolo throws it around. These lady, we have Ann Rothney and these Mike Bott. We have a whole bunch of people.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
You know,
that's
Taz. You know Taz, the resident artist. She's the
oh,
one
yeah,
that does all the
yeah. They
drawings.
do a lot of
Her
drawing.
mother,
yeah.
Chris Smith.
Oh, okay.
So we
For a
have
while, we thought Chris Smith and Taz were the same person.
Yeah, we
Ah,
did.
it's
Right.
Still could be.
Or it was her dad. One or the other.
what's your take on the state of comedy? Now, the reason why I asked you this is because I know that Jim Florentine was just canceled out
Yes.
on a show out in Seattle. That the club owner called Jim Florentine and a group of comedians and said, "We want to have harmony, and what you're bringing on might not."
Did they use the word harmony?
Well, no, I
Harmony.
can
Harmony.
I can
It's a
read.
grouse word.
Yeah.
Go. What's your opinion, and I'll read it to you.
I think here's the thing with comedy. What's beautiful about comedy is you're not forced to do anything. Like if you're a fan or you're not a fan of comedy, no one's like, there's a comedy show in town featuring comedians you might not like. You have to go. Like no one's just, that's the problem. There's too much. People nowadays are too excited to announce that they hate things or they're, offended or outraged by something.
Aren't we supposed to be going to comedy clubs just for a release?
No, it's not about we go to comedy clubs now to get angrier about life.
Well, we've
Right.
we've
And then
yeah,
yell
I
at
need
the-
something else to make
and
me
yell,
mad.
yell at the comic.
Yes,
Yeah.
that too. Maybe throw
Right.
a beer at them.
and
Yeah.
approach the comic on the stage.
Fruit. When is fruit coming back? No one throws fruit anymore.
Rotten fruit.
I was
and
gonna say
vegetables.
the soft tomato is
Yeah.
really
Take
has
that
to make
back.
a comeback.
A Seattle comedy club canceled 4 comics because they didn't align with its neighborhood's progressive values,
Neighborhoods,
leading
progressive
one of the
values.
funny men to predict that the club would go out of business.
So aren't these the? Can I just go ahead? Sorry.
The
I don't
Capitol
wanna
Hill
interject too
Comedy
soon.
Bar, which celebrates the vibrant voices of the queer community, with a weekly Queers to the Front open mic.
Queer is a good word now.
Yeah, well, this is what it says in the Times.
Quiz to the front. It's
Wait,
fine.
I'm not done. I'm
It's
going to
fine.
go. And I don't hear you on your mic. All right. The club had booked Jim Florentine, Dave Smith, Luis Gomez, and Kurt Metzger for upcoming dates before the About Face, which the owners said was to maintain the harmony within our community.
So you can only make fun of what you liked, what they.
I
okay
get.
with.
I'm wondering why a venue like that booked them to begin with. Like, they're pretty well known. Like, if they're obviously like going to be at least moderately offensive.
Florentine, who voiced a mentally disabled teenage character named Special Ed on Comedy Central's prank call show Crank Yankees, told the Post in a recent interview why he thinks he was snubbed from the club, which has a Dungeons and Drag Queen Pride Month brunch on its calendar and requires performers to use respectful behavior and language.
I see. Well, clearly they got booked under assumed names, and then the jig was up.
I speak my mind on stage. I'm edgy. I don't kiss the audience's ass. I'll talk about the transgender stuff. Florentine said other comics who share the same agent were notified by the club's booker, Jess Anderson, about the change of heart in a letter.
Well, I would find another venue in town
and go up against it.
And go there. Yeah. Also,
Right.
any venue that calls itself Capitol Hill, like naming itself after something political, shouldn't be open to begin with.
Well, these are the what confuses me is that this is the same sort of group of people, let's say, these progressive people that want everybody to be included, except if it's a view that
It's
they don't
hypocrisy.
agree
It's
with,
pure hypocrisy.
which is amazing to me because, right, the hypocrisy of it is
It's total
so
hypocrisy.
blatant and transparent and in your face.
The most
that
intolerant
it's-
people in the world are liberals.
Right. I thought you want to include everybody and we'll share views. And no, God forbid we hear something that we don't agree with. Makes no sense.
Right. I think of myself as being at least relatively progressive, but like I don't know what that term means anymore. And I feel like I'm open to like anything, as long as it's funny. Like that's my big thing. If something's not funny, then I'm offended.
He's out again.
And you don't want to be offended.
And now he's in again.
We had a good run.
We had a good run.
We
We're
had a
working on
good-
it, Joe.
How's that?
Oh, we are.
Hold on. Joe, as soon as your mic went out, we gained like 6 people watching us.
This was like the least funniest part of the show.
He's in.
You're on here?
You're on the air.
We're talking about the darkness of the comedy scene.
What do you feel about that?
I feel that whatever anybody can get a laugh out of is worth putting up on the stage and letting people have a laugh about.
And that's
I
how
don't,
we
I don't think anybody should be censored.
Right.
And you know my opinions, and I'm not gonna. I
Exactly.
don't hold any punches, but I certainly don't get offended when somebody goes up there and says the opposing view and makes a joke out of something. That's fine. What are you gonna do? I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what comedy's all about. Finding something in a situation that amuses you.
It's also a problem because it's like they're deciding that their audience can't decide for themselves
Mm-hmm.
if they should see the show or not. And that's when things get, it's a bit of a slippery slope because, what next? Like, oh, no, you don't want to eat this food.
They don't want to.
You don't want to drive on this road. No.
They're only interested in talking to people that agree with them.
Right. And I don't
Right.
think,
But
I don't
they're
think,
only-
any-
They're
I don't
only,
think anybody should be like that. I think it's a horrible way to live.
it is. You're gonna live in this little secular shell, which is what you didn't want in the first place. You don't want people separated. You want people to be included, right? We're living in a
That's
society.
supposedly the whole basis of the liberal movement was to never discriminate against anybody for whatever reason,
Right.
but except if you don't agree with them.
Except if you don't agree with them. then we've got plenty to say.
After his appearance on SNL, Shane Gillis was actually just banned from the entire city of Seattle right off the bat.
Right.
What did he say on SNL?
No, I don't even know.
He's actually hysterical. I mean, he
Taz
does
the
a Trump
Resident-
imitation. I don't know. He doesn't say that he supports Trump or anything, but he makes fun of him. I don't think that he's against him, but he does his imitation. So what could he possibly? I mean, I think he did something about Down syndrome, or
I wouldn't doubt it.
yeah, he did.
I wouldn't doubt it.
He did. He said something about how he dodged the bullet of Down syndrome. That the people
I didn't have a picture of me with him. A lot of comedians were posting pictures with him because that's what you do when somebody you know gets something good. Here's a picture of me. I met him once. I did have a screenshot of when he canceled on a show that he was supposed to do for me. I was going to post that. Like, yeah, I knew him when he couldn't do my coffee shop show in Valley
We
Stream.
had the same picture of you on our show 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Oh, come on.
Did we got a picture of Joe Pontillo? Yeah, there he is,
Right,
canceling.
Here he is calling us from behind a building.
Well,
I was in my bathroom at the time. That's how bad things were that week.
We got people saying hello. Taz, the resident artist, Joan Krupiasha, Ann Rothney, Gina Kajemi Coffin. Joan says, hey, Limo guys, and Joe. Who else? Carol Carry-On says, hey, Keith.
Carol, carry on.
Keith,
Carol.
Keith, you always have a cup of coffee with you.
Thanks,
You must
Carol.
be Keith. Thank
Yeah.
Mr. Hernandez. And
Okay.
you got it now?
Yeah, now
There
I
we
got
go.
Lou Ferriolo giving me the finger as usual. That's a greeting.
straight up. Oh, and Mike Bott wasn't sure if he was going to be able to join tonight, but I said if you do join, just give a straight up middle finger, even for 2
Oh,
seconds.
Bobby
I'll leave.
Lacera left a comment.
Yeah.
He said, guys, I'm out of wires. Good luck. I hope this one works. No one's heard anything Joe said.
So far, so
I heard-
good.
I was saying good stuff.
I just saw Bobby's car pull out.
He's speeding away.
Taz, the resident artist, says, I'm going to draw you guys after I eat. So
He's
you
gonna
know,
draw us.
Joe, if you can, Joe, if you can stay like that, but don't crowd Inns.
No,
'cause you want-
sorry about that.
Inns has got a new
No,
haircut.
Sorry, Mr. Hernandez.
I'm gonna
I gotta
shift
show
over.
off my new haircut.
I'm gonna shift over so she can get Richie. She knows what I look like. Just do me a favor, Taz. Don't put the little fucking H spots on the top of my head, or at least.
Oh,
put,
suddenly you have a complaint.
dude. She's putting H
Oh,
spots.
isn't this
Oh.
interesting?
She's putting H
You
spots.
always tell me loosen up. It's just
Yeah.
a drawing. Oh,
If you can hear this, I'm 6 feet tall.
yeah.
Perfectly
Really?
full
So
head
you
of hair.
have a problem now with the Taz, the resident
I
artist.
know. I just
That's some
I
H
noticed
spots.
she's putting H spots on everybody's bald
Ah.
head. I'm a little bit different. I'm the original. All right. So why? She's putting it on.
Well, pretty soon you're going to be coming in here in a fucking astronaut suit because you're covered up, your head's covered up, your eyes are covered up.
Wearing
You're wearing the
jackets.
George Costanza puppy
Right,
coat.
you got the puffy
What
coat
the
on.
fuck are you
and I'm
doing?
actually sweating. I don't know. I don't want to
No, why do you have your
He doesn't
jacket
even
on?
need glasses.
Because I don't know if I'm leaving or not. I
You don't know if you're
If
leaving?
you guys pick on me, I might leave.
Why would you leave?
I don't know.
Well, let us keep going.
Yeah. What's it going to take?
Taz says you. She says Taz says you. Those are sparkling marks, you douche. I guess
She
that's-
called you a douche.
Sparkling marks.
Well, you're leading the conversation, so the main host should have the sparkling marks.
Right. There you go.
Gina Kajemi Coffin says Seattle is known for making fucked up decisions. If you remember the Summer of Love, the area they let the residents close down, they called
policing.
it CHOP, where they were killing
Yeah,
everyone.
they wanted
Remember when
their
the
own,
precinct was taken over?
they
by
Oh
wanted
yeah, what was that
Yeah.
called?
the occupation zone.
I submitted to their
Something
comedy
like that.
festival when they had it.
Yeah.
Then they shut 'em
Occupied
down.
Are you on
zone or
the?
something.
You're on the which side? Are we on?
MySpace? What?
No, I'm,
What are you saying?
no, I'm saying like
Sparkle marks,
you
you
remember all that stuff going on, the rioting, all that bullshit.
Oh, I mean, I find humor in everything.
Me
as
too.
I can. I don't sway one way.
Well, I do. I
politically.
swear, but I still.
There may have
find
been a
humor.
time where I did, but I'm like, oh, both sides are insane. So,
Greg DiFilippo says you're on in India tonight. Mumbai, Chennai, and Amididab. I can't read that.
Oh,
Perdite.
Amididab.
is that our translated name?
I don't know
Look,
what the
it's
hell
on here.
Greg know.
What does that
It's
say?
Amadab.
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 Oh, Chaz. I couldn't think of the name.
All right.
I was yelling about it the other
Mumbai, Chennai, and
You're really butchering this shit, man.
You really are.
All right, let's
The
dial
people
it.
in India are now
He-
turning
he-
off.
Let's just
Greg-
talk about Keith Hernandez. My dad got that all the time.
I
too.
know he
Oh,
did,
yeah.
and that's why I was going to bring that
There's
up
like
to you.
there's like a bunch of people on Long Island who just could have been Keith Hernandez doubles.
Yeah.
Yeah, he actually
not here. He's
One
Still
time-
are.
No, his father
Oh, yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Joe is, he definitely has
I
it
feel like
going
one
on.
time he was trying to get to a game late, and he was running around being like, "I'm Keith Hernandez. I'm late for the game." At least that's the story he told. I don't know if anybody actually believed him.
That's actually funny.
He was like
Yeah,
stuck
I
in
used to
traffic.
get people follow me to my car because I used to park by the Diamond Club
with
when
a
I was over
Sharpie.
at Shea, and they come over and go,
And a
"Can I get
scorebook.
your autograph?" And
And
I'm
they-
wasted. I'm coming out of
Yeah.
Diamond Club, and I'm like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
Diamond Club.
Why-
I remember the
why
They
you
try to
have-
hand you a cigarette and be like, "Can you
Yeah.
recreate that picture?"
Yeah.
Diamond Club at Shea.
People send me that picture all the time of him with the
That is a real
cigarette.
picture, right?
That is a
That
real
isn't like
picture. He used to
Photoshop.
smoke in the
That's
dugout. He used to get caught all the time. Bill Webb, the Mets TV producer, used to catch him in the dugout all the time, and eventually he got fined for it.
hilarious.
Keith got fined for smoking in the dugout.
You know,
Really?
he beat the doing cocaine rap, and then he got caught smoking cigarettes.
So he got in more trouble for smoking cigarettes than he did for cocaine.
But when did that stop? Because I keep seeing pictures of Leland always smoking in the.
No, this was the same time.
Oh, Jim Lee.
Hernandez was
Yeah.
smoking in the dugout in the 80s, and so was Jim Leyland.
Yeah, that was Jim Leland. He managed the Pirates. They were having a bad few years. Nobody cared.
He was smoking. Him
The
and
Mets were a
Barry Bonds
national team.
was pre-steroid,
Right.
and they weren't winning. They had Bobby Bonilla.
There's a great video of Jim Leyland laying into Bobby Bonds in spring
Yes,
training
I
when he
saw
first
that.
got there.
Yeah, and,
Right?
and Barry Bonds was all freaking skinny and shit,
Yeah.
and he's yelling at
He
him,
looks
and I'm
like a
going.
completely different
When I
person.
first saw that video, I'm like, "Who the fuck is he yelling at?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "That's Barry Bonds,
Barry Bonds.
pre-steroids."
Yep.
He was
Right.
like a skinny kid. He was just.
And he was
You know,
still great, even without the
He would have been a
steroids,
Hall
but-
of Famer.
Yeah.
without
Either
the
way.
steroids.
But he would have retired at 38 instead
Yeah,
of
like
still
most people
hitting
decline.
70 home runs
Yeah.
at 40 or whatever. he
yeah,
did.
most people declined at 36,
Yeah.
37, 38.
Yeah.
This guy was getting better. And
Right.
like Roger Clemens was getting better at 38. All of a sudden, no one can hit him.
Oh yeah, well Roger Clemens, crapped out in like '95, and then he went to Toronto for 2 years
Revived.
and did steroids because I guess they were easier to get in Toronto.
Or they weren't checking you in Toronto.
Something, yeah.
It's like Alex Rodriguez says, I only did steroids in Texas. Okay.
The second he threw the broken bat back at Mike Piazza, he should have immediately just went to jail. And that's it. That's
And the funny thing was, he says, I thought it was the bat.
I
I
thought
thought it was the
He
ball.
thought it was the
I thought it was
ball.
the ball.
Like,
He was-
that?
He was
Yeah.
going to throw the
how
ball
high
into
on
the ground.
steroids are you?
So
You
you're
don't know
picking
the
up a bat,
difference.
throwing it,
That's
thinking it's a ball.
even
That's all.
better. You're going to throw a ball at him.
Yeah, you pick up the ball and throw it at him.
Yeah, like next.
How fucking bullshit. What bullshit that was.
Yeah.
How did?
My biggest regret about Piazza, who I love, and I think
Yes,
was one of the
I was
greatest
just going to
ball
say
players,
that. I know
biggest
you didn't say
regret was that he didn't charge the man and beat the fuck out of him.
Yep.
I agree.
that. Or at least charge them.
And if he lost, at least he did it.
He would have been
Right.
suspended for like the entire World Series and all of next
That's
season.
okay. They
Roger
lost.
Clemens would have gotten a commendation.
Yeah, but he stood up. But he stood up to him.
Oh, come on.
We needed somebody to stand up to him because he was
something. Yeah.
he brushed him back. Then
He hit
threw
him in the head.
He hit him in the head. Then he threw the bat at him, and Piazza still didn't do anything.
Mhm.
And
No.
Piazza would at least would have went after him.
He should have gone after him.
It's like the old school. You ever see the one
should've.
with Nolan Ryan and Robin
Robin
Yount
Ventura.
and Robin
Ventura.
Ventura?
Why
God.
did he charge the mound? Like
Bad
he really was like,
move.
this guy's been baseball for 25 years, but he has it
Mhm.
out for me. He's been waiting for me to get in the league.
It's
to hit
Robin
me.
Ventura.
Like,
Robin
give me-
Ventura. He runs out to the mound and he gets his ass kicked. Ryan just grabbed his head and started
Yeah.
punching him in the face. That was great.
Greg DeFilippo
That is
like
good.
asked us if we go talk cricket. Now, no, because we're
Cricket.
because we're in
Big fan
India.
of cricket.
He says I thought I'd get those fuckers back for calling me 1,000 times a day trying to sell me life insurance. Taz says Seattle makes the laws for the rest of the state, which sucks because everywhere. But Seattle's a great city to hang out, and we are now being shared in Hicksville
Not anymore.
from Greg DeFilippo.
All the way to
It's
Hicksville,
also
huh?
when
Yeah.
Starbucks started. And,
And Mike Bott's giving me the finger. That's
don't
about
get
it.
me started on Starbucks.
Oh, there he is.
I don't go to Starbucks.
He said he
I never
would.
buy a coffee at Starbucks.
Well, you don't want to spend $7 on a coffee?
No.
Good job, Mike Bob.
Wow, what's wrong with you?
You know what?
Maybe they'll give you a bathroom code if you're lucky.
They listed the top 3 places that you can get cheap coffee now. Yeah, like when
McDonald's.
No, McDonald's came in 5th. I remembered the first 3. Guess who's number 1? I know.
The cheapest place to get a cup of
No,
coffee.
the best.
7-Eleven.
Nope.
Oh.
The best coffee to get
Hold on.
besides Starbucks
Starbucks coffee sucks.
or Dunkin' Donuts.
Okay, Dunkin'. This is not even a Dunkin' Donuts
It's a
by the way.
coffee
This is
chain.
home
It's a
coffee.
franchise.
Yes,
It's a chain.
it's a chain that you can get it for cheaper
Tim
price.
Hortons. Wawa.
Mm.
Tim
What?
Hortons is good
Sheetz.
coffee.
It is
Hold
good
on,
coffee.
man.
Wawa's good coffee.
I like
All
Wawa,
I
but there's
know
none around
is
here.
you'll never get number 1 because it's has nothing to do. It's a chicken place. So there's your hint.
Roy
KFC?
Rogers.
Chick-fil-A.
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 Coffee
Chick-fil-A's coffee
blows.
was voted number one
Right.
out of all the
Who
places.
did the survey?
Really?
Chick-fil-A? It's like when somebody tells you that they go, grape juice reduces your chance of heart attack, and they find out that the survey was done by Welch's.
Right.
I mean, come
That's
on.
why I drink wine.
There you go. Hey, wine.
Makes it easier.
Yeah. I don't know.
I didn't
I don't
even
think
know
anybody's going to
McDonald's-
Chick-fil-A.
McDonald's
for the
came in
coffee.
5th.
I didn't know they had coffee. at
McDonald's has a
Chick-fil-A.
decent coffee.
Wendy's came in
They do.
3rd. I'm trying to
Oh,
find who
all right.
came in
I
2nd.
never had Wendy's.
Wendy's
Probably
came
Burger
in.
King.
No, Burger King didn't. But what
Subway?
they're talking about, instead of going to get a $5
Right.
coffee at Dunkin' Donuts or $7 at Starbucks,
Starbucks is a
you
fucking
could,
rip-off.
you could
of
go to
shitty
Chick-fil-A. You could go to Chick-fil-A and get it for $2.99.
Well, let me tell you,
Stick-
fast food in general right now is a ripoff. You can't go to.
Well, they're paying people $20 an hour now.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I mean, you can't go there for less than $30
That
to
job
$50
at McDonald's was supposed to be your either first stop as you're coming in high school, or your last stop when you're fucking retired and you take the job just because you want to get out of the house. It wasn't supposed to be a career,
Right?
unless you were going to be a manager.
Where I make lots of money.
Oh, I can't. That's not a working wage. That's not a living wage. No, it's not. It's just, well, you're a McDonald's. That's why we're selling cheeseburgers for $1.50.
Yeah, but now they've made those jobs careers.
Well, they're trying. That's what I'm saying. That's what they're trying to do.
I'm just going to open my own franchise. I don't
Open
give
up a
crap.
McDonald's.
No one will stop me.
I know somebody in my family opened one up. I told him one day when he got on my case about Donald Trump, I told him, Ash, go back to selling your poison food.
$7 coffee.
We're not friends anymore.
It's good, but for $7, that should keep me awake for 2 days. That's all I'm going to say. So get it together, Starbucks.
That's bull. I
No,
mean,
Starbucks- I mean, the coffee itself, I wouldn't say it's pathetically bad.
It's not worth
but
seven.
It's not worth the money.
I walked in there the other day. I had a macchiato, a large macchiato. It was $7.99, and then I got
Why'd you go?
a macchiato.
Because time out.
First of all,
What is a macchiato?
That puts you in a different bracket now.
Oh,
Right. I don't even know what a macchiato
Have you
is.
ever had a
Drink with
macchiato?
cheese.
Have
I
you-
hope not.
No, what?
No, I hope
You never
not.
had a
I
macchiato?
don't even know what that is.
It's like a half coffee, half like a white, like vanilla flavor type in it.
Come.
It's
And it comes.
it's not cum.
got you.
Oh my god!
And it comes
Go
from.
for it.
It, comes,
It's cum.
We got
It's
this
not
guy.
cum. Oh my god!
it sounds like something.
Hold on, Bobby. You need to put in the corner of the show from here on in, mature audiences only.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
Jeez. My whole family's
Who
watching
invited
this
this
show
guy?
right now.
It's not.
My mother's gonna delete her Facebook account now. It's too much smut on Facebook now.
I trying, and
I just want to leave reviews of Disney restaurants. This
he would-
weird guy who kind of looks like my husband's on.
Who is that guy?
Yeah.
That's Joe.
How many mustaches are there in this Long Island?
It was so I got the caramel.
The guy looks like my husband.
Yeah.
Hey, Joe said that.
Yeah.
Here's another clip, Brendan Ryan.
I was telling you before, your father was my daughter's softball coach.
A lot of money in that.
Wow.
Yeah, but yeah.
He was my little league coach too.
Did she play with him? Or did she play with him?
No, he wasn't playing softball.
No,
it was
did
girls.
she play with her father? Because I'm trying to put.
reword that.
I'm
Yeah,
trying
I mean,
to. Did she play ball?
Well, he only managed the team because my sister was on the team.
yeah,
Wasn't
Stephanie was on the team.
Yeah, he
She
wasn't
played.
like he
Well,
was
I wanna
a
know
free
if she
agent.
played.
His sister
He was in
Stephanie
high
owned,
demand.
owned Sip This.
Yeah.
Valley Stream.
Right.
Right. And with David.
Sabatino, yeah.
Yeah.
Who's now like the mayor of Valley Stream or something.
Well, no, he
I'm
wants
sure
to,
what he's doing.
but he's a different story. So, but his father, had my daughter on his team for years.
Good. I only want to know if she played because last
Yes, he
week
played.
you were talking about a coach that you pulled off and never let him play.
That was the same daughter. No, same daughter,
Oh, yeah?
different year. That
You're-
was the one that the guy beat the shit out of the guy in the parking lot.
yes, at the
Oh,
bar.
Rob Drexel.
Yeah.
He told me the
Now
story.
that's a Long Island story.
Rob told me the story. That's all.
Well, Little League is very serious business on Long Island. So
Well, here, wait, time
sometimes
out.
you get heated.
That is for
Time
sure.
out. He's the president of Farmingdale Baseball. He's the president of Valley Stream Baseball.
Oh, really? You guys still do the stickers?
stickers. I got them.
I used to go door.
Stickers?
We used to go door to door
Yeah,
trying
I
to sell
support
Little
Valley
League
Stream
stickers.
Little League.
Oh yeah, like the no, we
And
don't
I'm
have
not Little League
stickers.
though. We were
Oh,
Little League.
all right, but we were in we were in North Valley Stream, Oldham Terrace or whatever, and we were
Yeah, where
ringing
did
doorbells.
you live?
regular Valley Stream, and I
Regular.
Weren't you
Not
Roosevelt?
Central, not North.
Roosevelt's. What the hell? No.
No, the Avenue.
Oh no, we weren't over there. I was
Don't
by,
give
like,
away
the,
his address.
Kind of by the state park, Henderson Park, around that area.
That's where I live.
No, stop it. You're our neighbor. Anyway, well, we're,
No,
He lives across the street from Central.
Memorial.
All right, I'm close.
all right.
I
that's
live with Hendrickson.
where the police tape is.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's police presence there. By Memorial. That's not. Oh, so you're not far from where I grew up. I don't live there anymore, though. So
Off East Avenue.
don't drive around looking for me. Okay.
yeah.
Right, because
Enough people
everybody's
know me in Valley Stream.
they just left Facebook and they all
Anyway.
went to get in their
But yeah, we
cars
were
to
like
go
ringing
drive around.
people's doorbells, like, "Hey, you want to buy a sticker to support the Valley Stream Little League?" And some woman was like, "This is North Valley Stream. We have our own little league." And I was like, "No, you don't." I was like 7 years old. I
No,
knew
they
that,
don't.
idiot.
She lied. Because they
really
don't.
No,
yeah,
you
just wanted to
don't.
didn't want to spend $5 on a freaking sticker. Get out of here.
I
put
see
it-
people. This fun cracks me up now when you look at somebody's house now, 35 years later. They still got the fucking sticker on the door.
Yeah.
I support Valley Stream Little League 1988. You know, you're like, get the fuck out. You still got that.
You still
on?
have that on there?
Oh, wait.
Yeah, we had them up
Cheers.
in our house for a while.
Yeah, you know what? Hold on a minute, Joe.
Did you have like
I think my mom rage took them down.
Hold on, hold on, hold on.
Too many
hold
bad
on.
memories.
Hold on, everybody. Get ready. Ann Rothney, get a glass.
Get a
Mike
glass.
Bott, get a glass. Lou Ferrio, you're still listening. Taz, DiFilippo.
Luke, if
What
you're
kind of wine is
listening,
it? Wine
if
is
you're
it?
listening, put up 2 middle
Yeah,
fingers.
cheers to everybody.
Chain down.
To Joe Pontillo.
We can
I
hear
already
Joe
regret
Pontillo.
this.
He regrets it. You have
Of
no
course he
idea.
does.
You keep telling me you regret.
You
This
haven't-
is going to be
you
on
haven't seen nothing
CNN.
yet,
This is going to be
Joe.
on CNN next week. The end of me in Little League, not the end of me in Little League, but I was a pitcher, but I couldn't throw fast, but I had like movement. So I was killing it. I had like a shutout going for like 5 innings. And then my dad was like, "We're going to let some of the other kids pitch now."
Yeah, game over.
And I'm like, "I'm killing it. What's wrong with you?" And then this kid came in and he just got bombed and we lost. And I
But
was like, "See, I was right." And then we got in a big fight in the field.
The post-game speech was
On the field?
Yeah,
Were you-
like me, my dad, and then my mom got involved too. We were all arguing. I'm like, "How could you take me out of the game? You blew it." And my dad's like, "It's Little League. Who cares? We're not playing for anything."
So
Oh
I'm
no,
like,
I
that
was
kid-
always about the
He
championship.
was like trying to build up the kid's confidence, and I'm like, you just destroyed his confidence.
No
It's over.
So
No
buddy,
wonder he was
buddy
a
was
horrible
asking me
coach.
And
about
that's why I do comedy.
my buddy was asking me about incidences games. So I had a
Otherwise, you'd be in the MLB.
Yeah, otherwise it'd be in
He'd be debating contracts
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now
there
between
you
the
go.
Mets and Yankees.
I was coaching flag this year, and I had these 2 kids, and one of them was trying to tie his shoelace, and he was getting frustrated because he couldn't tie his shoelace.
flag football,
Flag
or just
football.
like bringing the flag up
Yeah,
the flag
and couldn't
pole?
tie his
Okay.
shoelace because everything was moving around him. So his brother tried to help him. I tried to help him, asked him. He got mad at me. He got up and fucking swung and knocked his
Oh,
brother.
jeez.
He knocked his brother.
Good story.
Punched his brother right in the face.
Nice.
And I after that, nothing shocks me anymore. You know,
I remember when I was playing Little League, and I had this kid on my team. I was on the Lions Club in Valley Stream Little League.
Ah, the
And,
Lions Club.
We used to,
Yeah.
we did stories like I used to have my team. I coach my own team, and year after year, you get a new sponsor in Little League, which I always hated. I like being like the Mets, Giants, Cubs, whatever you want to be, right? But no, we had to be in Little League. You had to be whatever the sponsor's name was. And one year, I'm sitting there, and I got Mother's Care Daycare. Right?
Oh,
and
man.
who wants to be Mother's Care Daycare?
That's a really intimidating name. I wouldn't want to face
So I'm
that
sitting at the
team.
meeting and I'm sitting there and I'm
Mother's
burning.
Care.
And I think they do it to me on purpose because I'm sitting there thinking this is like a vendetta. Why didn't somebody else get this fucking? I could have had any name. I could have had, D&D Auto, anything. I could have had anything good. I could have had Genovese. I could have had anything. Genovese Drugs was around at the time. That's fine. Genovese, yeah.
They weren't sponsoring Little
So-
League teams.
No.
They were too
So I go
good.
like this. Now I got this old guy. He's one of the coaches of the other teams. And he's sitting there and he's looking at me going, "Yeah, poor you." I go, "What?" He goes, "I go, Mother's Care Daycare, Jim. What the hell? Can anything be worse?" He goes, "Yeah, I'm Mr. Softy." I was like, "Oh, fuck."
All right.
I don't know.
You
if I-
win.
Yeah, all right.
You
But
win.
no, I had this kid on my team when I was with the Lions Club back in the day when I was like 11, 12 years old. And he couldn't catch a ball. He couldn't do anything. He couldn't play. His father was the coach of the team, though. But his father was fair, and he used to have a rule in Little League where you had to play 3 innings.
You're right.
So he would put his son in the last 3 innings of every game, or he'd start him and take him out in the top of the 4th.
okay.
So the mother's sitting there, she's going, "Why do you always take him out of the game? Why don't you let him play?" And he used to go, "Would you leave me alone? Would you leave me alone?" And then she go, "You're always doing it to him. Robbie's always the first one out of the game." And he's like, "Honey, you just leave me alone." He goes, "I know what I'm doing." Right? He goes like, so now next game, You took him out again. I can't believe you took him out again. So he goes, honey, leave me alone. She goes, why do you always take him out first? He goes, because he sucks. That's why.
Well, sometimes you just got to get real with people.
Well, there you go.
And I was,
Your kid sucks. Stop signing him up. He's got no future in this league.
nobody could believe he said it. No one could believe he said it.
Wow. In front of the kid.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was never the same after
people
that.
push
No, I was going to say.
I used to have a neighbor that was
The vibe-
incredibly noisy, and
vibe
one
on the
time
team went
someone
down.
was playing drums in their yard, and I was like, "Hey, what's up with the drums?" And they're like, "Oh, it's my grandson." And I'm like, "Why is your grandson playing drums?" And he's like, "I want him some drums." I'm like, "But everyone can hear him. We don't want to hear this." And then he just kept pushing me, and then I just went, and he sucks. He's not even good at playing drums. And he was like, oh, and that was it. Never heard drums again.
This is somebody who watches the show all the time, by the way. Look at that. Look at the last line.
We're in. Joe, thank you, Carol. It's because I said Carol at the beginning. It's just one of those names you yell.
What?
She said he's my favorite.
All right, everyone go. I'm just doing this show by myself.
Yeah, everybody get out.
Listen, no
Carol
disrespect.
says-
I kind of had a good time with Brendan Ryan last
I
week.
agree. It doesn't
And
mean
I have a really
she
good
didn't
time
watch
with
that
Brendan.
show.
Oh, well, she should.
Ah.
You know what? There's
All
the
right,
problem.
So she writes something nice.
They
and
were
she's
saving
in
up-
trouble for it.
saving
Now
up
we're
for
going to
this
yell at
week.
her.
Well, you know what, Cal? Look at a couple of past shows with Billy Geyer and with Brendan Ryan and with
I bet she did watch that. I can't believe I got to do this.
They've
I
had
bet
exactly
she did, but
two
she's
guests.
saying he.
You have to do this.
We had Billy Geyer and Brendan Ryan.
Billy
That's
Guy
it.
was good. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Billy-
Justin McDonald on.
yeah.
That
I,
was the week
I forget
called
about
in.
and
Yeah,
Justin wants to know what are you ordering any beef jerky from Justin? I sent it to you yesterday.
Oh, right.
I was supposed
You
to
sent
tell
me?
him. Yeah, I was supposed to tell him by today. Adirondack
Oh, have I
Walking
missed?
Stick Company.
Have I missed it?
Adirondack
Have I
Walking
missed
Stick
Do
Company.
they sell walking sticks, or
Yes,
you
yes,
use
they
the
do.
He
you
does
use
do.
the beef jerky as a walking
Yes.
stick if you don't eat it?
Yeah,
Well, we'll make it a beef
Doubles.
jerky
You can
walking
eat the stick. It's great.
Yes.
Justin McDonald's making me a walking stick, and he also has a beef jerky company. So I gave Richie a
Do
list.
these guys beat the crap out of you after the show? What's
No, we're
happening?
going
here?
to.
They try.
No, I ordered them.
Look
beef
at the
jerky.
limit talk, mother.
I ordered beef jerky for everybody. I ordered 6 packs, but I want to know if Richie wanted any. I wanna know if you
I did
wanted
want
any.
some. I didn't place my order.
Well,
but
you need to because he's making. You probably made it already.
you got to give me the rundown on
I'm
the
picturing
flavors
pots
again.
boiling
Oh,
shit and everything right now.
By the way, Taz, the resident artist, says, "Okay, everyone pose."
Wait, hold on.
So I guess are we just supposed to?
Hold on. I'm wearing my hat because I don't want my age spots. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Smile. How's that? Make sure you do Bobby good.
Is that
Yeah,
good,
please.
Taz? Waiting for a response.
You know, somebody
Hold
does
on.
a picture of you and you smile and you get the crow's feet over here.
So many problems.
She
but
draws them like with deep black pens.
I won't even have
You know, with a
eyes.
sharp- You want to-
Just have like lines for eyes.
So what's next for you? What's coming up?
What is happening? What's going on this week? I got a hot show in a barber shop on the Upper West Side.
Oh, I thought he was going to say a
And-
hot chick.
Do you?
And then
Wait a minute, how do we do a show at a barbershop?
honestly, it's one of the best shows you can do in the city.
How many
It's
people can watch this?
like 20 something people.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it gets packed out very easily. It's very awkward the first time I did the show. You know, it had been open all day. So you go in the bathroom and the toilet is covered in other people's hair. And I came out and someone was waiting and I just went, "Oh, that wasn't my hair." Yeah.
What's
So-
the most surprising spot that you've done a show that you thought was going to be real weird and end up being fantastic?
Oh, man. So last night I got booked for a private party and I show up. It's in an Indian restaurant in New Jersey. There's kids there. And it looks like they didn't know a show. It was a surprise comedy show.
Okay.
And I had another guy who was,
Surprise comedy show.
yeah, it's also a new reality show I'm pitching to TLC. Surprise comedy show. You never know where they're going to pop up. So get ready to laugh or
Flash
get mad.
comedy show.
Canceled. No, but and then I booked this guy Monty Mason, to come open for me. And before he got there, I texted him. I'm like, I'm going to apologize in advance for this because this might
Oh,
this might
wow.
be good. And then he gets there, the husband, it doesn't even seem like he introduces a comedy show, brings him on stage right away. The crowd's focused, they're laughing, we both crush. And I'm like, this was amazing. We
And that's
could've
like
went
the
on-
weirdest
see,
place.
you
That's not
never
even the
know.
weirdest place, but it's just
Let me
All right, what's
Wow.
I'm going back to the barbershop for a second.
that's the new thing. You apologize in advance for
I
a
like
show,
that, though.
and then it's great.
You're
So I should
lowering
do that with the
bar.
podcast.
Yes.
You're
When
lowering
the
bar.
podcast comes on, I go, I apologize.
Bring those
Bob-
expectations way
Yeah.
down.
This
Bobby
will
and
suck.
I and Richie are going to suck tonight.
Yeah, we're gonna
Right.
apologize.
I have no sheets.
This is going to be a bad
Let me ask
one.
about the barbershop show. When you do the barbershop show, are there haircuts in progress?
No, God, no. Yeah, it's
Oh.
after hours.
It's after hours.
But
That's
yeah.
what I wanted to get straight. So it's
We should
after
try him-
hours
we should try
in a
him at a-
barbershop. Well, what made somebody think of doing this?
When are
It's
we bringing the
amazing.
MERS?
I don't know. The guy that books it,
Murs.
I guess, lives by there, and he was like,
Right?
"Hey, you want to do a comedy
You should
show?"
do MERS.
No
Come to
one knows
MERS.
how to say no.
Have you ever done a comedy show in
In
a
a
pizza
bar.
in a pizzeria?
Oh.
And not the one that's coming. Tell me you did the one in Farmingdale on Main Street.
You know the rules. One bite.
No, I did a show at Two Boots Pizzeria in Brooklyn.
They're good.
Boots?
Yeah, no one came to the show though, so
No.
wasn't
Good
very
pizza,
good.
though.
Free pizza.
Right.
No draw.
I think I went once. No draw. No, the pizza drew more people.
Mm.
I
Story
can't
of my life.
imagine the pizzeria doing it.
Yeah, why would they?
Seems to be
How
the new
big is
thing.
the
Grabbed him with his
barbershop?
Italian name. figured
I
he'd
want
know.
to. Are you guys familiar with your Valley Stream, right?
Yeah.
Ancona's.
I love it.
Let's do a show at Ancona's, but while they're in operation, so those guys could be yelling. They're so.
So George can go, Joe,
Yeah.
could you move, please? I'm giving this guy a pie.
It's the best pizza place, but the guys that work there are so loud and so angry. Like
And
you
there's
eat
really-
there. Yeah, anybody comes in, they're like, "Oh, there he is, Mr. Tommy Aluminum Siding.
Yeah.
There's the guy that broke my sister's heart." They're just yelling
Yeah.
all this weird stuff at people and
You know,
like having these like inside combos. And I'm like, I'm just trying to eat one slice of pizza and leave. But
The fucking guy, the guy over there, the guy who owns the place, Frank,
right.
he goes like this. He for years, I'm going there 30 years, right? So he goes like this every time I walk in. He goes, "How you doing, Chief? What's up, Chief?" That's right. So I'm going, Chief. Then I go, Chief. He goes, "Well, you're the coach. Coach, what's up, Coach?"
Close
I
enough.
go. So after like 5-6 years, I go like this to him. I go, Frank, you don't know my name, do you? He goes, "Yeah, you're the chief, the coach, the chief." I go, "You don't fucking know my name." He goes, "All right, I don't know your name."
All right, you got me. I don't
So
know.
now I come in there and he goes, "Hey, Bobby, what's up? Hey, Bobby, what's up?" I go, "How you doing there, Chief?"
You're the little league chief.
Chief, the chief.
That's funny.
He
Yeah.
did it for years.
Chief, your boss.
I was very anonymous with them, and then my dad went in there and told them all about me. So every time I go in, they're like, "Hey, Joe, how you doing, Joe? We want to see you at Governor's, Joe. When are you gonna be at Governor's? I want to see your name on the side of the building, Joe." And I'm like, "Could you just put it on the side of this building?
Let's get it over with.
Yes, put it somewhere."
Where's
It's
your-
like next time you're here, I'm gonna tell you a joke. I might not come back then. You know,
Well, you used to do the open mics at Sip This once
yeah.
in a while.
Yeah, they weren't. No, we had a regular thing going there. Like
Yeah, it was
one
every
Friday,
week.
Yeah, first we did Tuesdays, and it was Wednesdays, and it was Fridays.
You got somebody that really wants you to open up an open mic over in East Rockaway. You know that.
I'm trying to close that.
Lila's, right? I got it right?
Lila's.
Lila's.
East Rockaway.
East
Oh
Rockaway.
yeah. It's a guy that his son used to do comedy. a
Kevin
little bit.
Walsh.
Yeah,
Yeah, they want to.
His son does.
His son's still
yeah.
doing
He
it.
dabbles in it a few times.
The guy can play
does
some
music,
music, man.
Yeah,
He's good.
They
He's a
get-
good kid.
I heard they're getting busy, so that,
He's
Tyler.
a fan.
yeah,
He's a fan of yours. He
Yeah.
told us.
he likes you. A lot of people like you.
I know. I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
I was gonna say, well,
Yeah.
it's what's wrong with those people.
Let me get this
Speaking
right.
of people, we got a few that have joined.
Troy Anello cigar. What is that? Troy.
Troy Aniello,
Oh, good.
Troy Aniello.
Is that how you say it?
Troianiello.
I think so.
What's the spelling of that?
TROIANIELLO
Ani
for
Troianello.
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 Troianello cigars in a
You're,
house.
you're putting too
I
many.
said Aniello.
you-
Well,
you put
yes.
too many
He's Polish.
Troianello.
Does he want to do a show?
Yeah, but so the I is silent.
It's yellow.
Troianello.
no venue too small.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Well,
know what?
I got a hot thing going now in Island Park over at the Michael's Billiards.
It's
They
been
have
going
a-
very well.
Yeah, the bar.
Island Park.
Yeah,
I know the place.
Upstairs, the Barnum Ballroom.
Industry.
Last two shows, over 100 people.
That's
great-
awesome.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a
so
nice night.
I'm glad.
We had Tony Landolfi on the closed out the
I
last
like
one,
Landolfi.
and Rob White hosted, wearing a suit.
Never met him.
Good. If you want a tattoo, I
Never
guess
been on
he
the
should-
show. Yeah, he's the guy that gives tattoos, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Lawrence
Wow.
Sherman says hello. He says, sadly, I played Brooklyn clubs in the 80s. Joe Kayak says hello. Ann Rothley says hello. And Joe Kayak says, hey, Graz, we're hanging out in West Palm Beach listening.
There you go. We got people in West Palm Beach.
I was
listening.
just in
There you
Florida.
go.
Where were you people?
Greg
Yeah.
DiFilippo says, "Good job."
He's
so
another
far.
one in Florida.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, he's in
And
Tampa.
Carol is in Florida.
I
Yeah.
just I
We
just
got a
did
lot of people in
Orlando.
a
Florida.
lot of Florida. Carol is in
lot of
Tavares,
Florida.
Florida.
Got some California.
Mike Bott's in Farmingdale.
Mike Bott is
Well,
in Farmingdale.
everybody's in fucking
Farmingdale. That's the Florida of Long
Where do you
Island.
live now?
It is.
You live in Valley?
I live in Brooklyn now.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, right. You know what?
What
You
part?
did a show. You did a movie, didn't you? With something, some sort of
I guess.
A show?
But yeah. What?
something about.
Mary.
Oh God, what the hell was it called?
I did a zombie movie, and there was a movie about it was like a supervillain movie.
The villain movie. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about. Yeah.
What was
How'd
that
go?
called?
Nothing to do with Brooklyn, but
No.
I did too. I did a full-length feature, and then I did a short in 2020. We shot it, during the pandemic. But we figured it out. And that one got into a bunch of film festivals, which was really cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
So.
I'm getting
No, I'm
you.
just saying. I'm just branch out. People
Oh,
don't
yeah.
think you're just doing comedy. You're doing.
Oh
more
yeah,
than
and
that.
I'm filming like sketches, and I have a regular character I do called Pontillo and Associates.
I saw that.
He's an internet lawyer.
I saw you do a lot of
Whatever.
Batman stuff too, right?
Well, I did one Batman does
Recently.
stand-up comedy video.
How'd
which
that go?
Apparently, a lot of people liked, and one guy really hated. But
You're not gonna get everyone.
no, well,
Yeah.
you don't want to get everyone. You need at least one person to not like you.
Of
You
course.
gotta have people don't like it.
All right, how long are you doing it? Because I'm trying to be introduced to you.
I
He talked about you all the time, even at Governor's, and I never knew who you were.
The place
I-
that
and
we built
I
the
used to
circus.
play. I know his father.
I know
his
him through
sister.
osmosis.
And
through
no,
other
it's
people.
true because I knew, and I've seen him. He doesn't know. I pop into a place and I saw him do his show, but I knew from his father and his sister, and from the stuff that you used to put out. He's a Valley Stream guy doing comedy, and
I've been trying to-
You got to get Joe.
They
Pontillo.
wrote me up
He's-
on the Valley Stream Herald at least once.
He's been trying.
Yeah,
to
they
get,
did.
he's been
Yeah.
trying to get
Wait a
you
minute.
on for 6 years.
and it took this long.
Yeah,
It
and it's
took
a little
this long.
I
annoying.
don't know.
Why don't we
I
get
blame
Joe
this
Pontillo?
guy. He's trying to
Valley
mind his own
Stream guy.
business. Yeah.
You gotta have more Valley Stream guys,
You know,
less Dailers.
I just-
right, Bob?
I'm telling you, that's what I'm
Farmingdale
saying.
Dailers. What a terrible name. Yeah.
I said that too.
He
Go
says
ahead.
that too. Go ahead. Go ahead. Tell
Not
us
as-
why Dailers is a bad
What
name.
is Daler? You trying to be like the Phillies, like the Philadelphia Phillies?
Right, same
What
thing.
are Farmingdale Dailers?
Same thing.
Middletown,
If
New
we could
York, and
rewind.
upstate.
It's like being a streamer. The
Yeah.
Valley Streamers.
What those? That was
Somebody sent me this.
Oh, awesome! Yeah, that was so funny.
That's him
when
in the
I did that.
Herald.
Well, you'd have to be the Valley Stream Streamers.
Yeah,
Well,
but
you're
that was
just-
the cheerleading team.
I tell you,
think. They
somebody
weren't called
likes
the
him.
Streamers.
They were the
just quit.
streamers?
They
Oh,
quit
all
their
right.
team.
So that's the same
Who's
thing.
that,
My
Carol?
press is everywhere.
Dailers, streamers. What's the
Then
difference?
there's Middletown, New York. Their team was the Middies, the Middletown Middies. Get out.
All right, so time
That
out.
team deserves to lose.
He's a Daler. He's a Daler.
he looks
I'm-
like one.
I'm a
I don't-
Daler.
Sounds like a derogatory term.
transplant. You're a carpet bagging.
Oh, a
Daler.
bunch of Dailers just moved into the neighborhood.
I've been there, dude. I've been there 20.
I love
Oh, wait,
it.
we got two Dailers and two streamers.
Well, wait, no.
Yes.
And he's good friends with a Daler, so that's 2.5.
Well,
We were the Valley Stream Eagles, all right, buddy.
Eagles, Falcons, Spartans. You know, Daler.
Yeah,
What
Dailers.
was the
I went
soccer
off on
team?
this.
I know.
I went off on
They
this
did.
a while back.
It was
and they got
always,
very
uh,
insulted. They got very insulted.
Well, it's true.
I'm like,
Wait, Lou Ferriola says I'm your worst nightmare now because Lou's a transplant.
That is the definition of a Daler.
Yeah, he's been.
Your worst
Oh,
nightmare.
He's got
Sorry.
4 kids.
See, I made
He's got a
another
hot
enemy.
wife.
Right.
They're
I made
all
the same
childhood
connection. I'm only-
sweethearts.
I'm only-
And I'm a proud Daler. Come and get me.
we're
That's right.
streamers.
All right, it's
We're
all right.
streamers.
I'm
You're
just
streamers.
You're the streamers.
Yeah.
Is Vinny
Streamers.
now,
There's
Vinny,
nothing cool about
is
being
Vinny
called a streamer.
DeSanti a
though.
former streamer?
No.
Valley
Streamer.
That's why I
Uh,
called you a streamer.
Vinny
So
DeSantis
rude.
says good.
Streamer sounds like you got kicked out of something
Yeah.
more.
Valley Stream.
You got kicked out of marching bands.
So Vinny DeSanti
Yeah.
says he's a streamer. He says hello to everybody.
Vinny's a streamer.
I'm a streamer.
Chris Smith says I said hello to everybody first. What's
Check this
going
out.
on
When
now?
I first took
Chris
over,
Smith, hello. Please follow me on Instagram.
Yeah, there
when
you
I
go.
first took over Valley Stream Baseball League, which was the male league, he knows the male league.
Was it a coup? Was it a violent coup takeover?
It was an
Did you
insurgent.
storm?
It was an
Did you
insurgent.
storm Village Hall?
Yeah, I did. I stormed the clubhouse.
Oh,
at
yeah,
Fireman's Field.
clubhouse at Fireman's Field.
So
with the bathroom that's never unlocked.
you're right.
Yeah.
I have the key if you want to. But so anyway, so I'm talking about this, and I had at the time the Hawks teams. So I'm taking over the Valley Stream Baseball League, which was the male league, and this guy Bill calls me up on the phone. He goes, I'm going to transfer all this stuff over to you. He goes, and we're going to do some travel teams. I says, yeah, we're going to do some travel teams. He goes, well, what are we going to call them? I said, we're going to call them the Hawks. I'm already got the Hawks going. So he goes, I was thinking of something more along the lines of like something to do with Valley Stream. I said, well,
The Valleys.
so he goes like this to me. He goes, what about we call it the Streamers?
Oh,
And I'll never forget this. You know, I'm one of these people. I remember exactly where I was.
thought I
when
was the
somebody
first one
tells
to
me
think of it.
something,
Right.
right? And I was standing by my washing machine down in the basement. I slammed the lid, and I was like, "Streamers, streamers. We're gonna be fucking called
That's
streamers.
great.
We're gonna be laughed out of every ballpark."
I've never
Right.
been so outraged.
Yeah. So he goes, "What's wrong with
Streamers.
streamers?" I go, "Streamers sounds fruity as fuck. I can't
Really?
be the streamers."
I don't know.
And then I said to myself, "That's like the Dalers." I
No,
says, but
It's
no,
definitely
I
not
did
like the
say it.
Dallas.
I did say,
No,
I
it's
says,
not.
but at least that sounds cool.
What next?
Yeah.
The Lindbrook Lins?
It's not even close to
Lindbrook.
Dallas.
Oh,
What's the
Lindbrook
problem?
Brooks.
You know?
Why do you have a
Right.
problem with Dallas?
No,
you know
but
what a
I'm
Dale
I
saying-
is?
don't know.
You know what
I'm
a Dale
saying
is?
It sounds like somebody.
You know why?
Somebody sounds like an old
No,
school
Dallas
person that
sounds
delivers
good.
You know,
milk.
right?
Time
and that's
out.
why. And that's why
Oh!
they don't like it because it sounds good.
You know what a
That's why.
Dale
No,
is?
it does-
You
it
know what a
does.
Dale is?
What do they like? Wrangle cows?
No,
What
it's
do
a
they do?
fucking lion.
Oh yeah, right.
Hold on, here. This is a
gonna look it
Daler.
up.
This is a Daler.
Daler is your worst nightmare. Lou Ferriola said it best.
Yeah, he's right.
That's it.
This is a Daler. Hold on a minute. God.
It's like he said before, though. Philadelphia Phillies. They couldn't do better than that.
But I like that name. of
Well,
that
no,
shit.
the
That's-
Phillies is for the horses. They race the.
No, it wasn't.
the
It's for
Phillies.
A
cigars.
tailor is a Danish or
No.
Swedish dollar. So,
I thought it was
No.
for the horse track.
No, it's
Your
not,
ass
'cause
is a
Philly would be
Danish
spelled with
dollar.
an F.
well, I mean, that's besides the point.
Oh, is there? What? It's for a cigar? That's what they
It's
named
cigars,
it for.
yeah.
We're doing-
Farmingdale is on Urban Dictionary. Good for
I
them.
don't know.
We're
All
doing
right,
two different
No,
A
you
shows.
live in
great
Philly.
football
Maybe say, I live
program
in
which
Philly.
spans
All right.
over 50 years in its commitment to excellence.
What is it?
That's the
Farming-
Dalers. That's
he
the
write that,
Farmingdale
Rick?
Dalers.
Right.
That's the
You wrote
fakest
that?
definition I've ever heard.
I did not write that.
This guy wrote that
Oh,
on
that
Urban
was-
Dictionary.
That was written out of the Daler Dictionary.
You know, it's like
Here we go, Dalers. Let's Dale some people.
Pontillo, I'm telling you right now, you're gonna get a lot of
I'm
hate.
gonna-
mail.
Listen, I'm just
you know
letting.
what?
I'm gonna
I'm
let
gonna
him.
get-
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
let
get-
him go.
I look forward
Listen
to
to
I
your
look
letters.
forward to this.
I am going to get killed for this
I would.
tomorrow.
You should keep an eye on your social media.
I'm
Joe.
sure you kicked the
Okay.
crap out of us in tennis or whatever I was playing.
No, probably
I
every
was on
sport.
I was on the tennis team in 12th grade, and we were terrible. The only team we beat was like Long Beach, and it was because like one of the players had like one arm. so-
Pontillo, I liked you. I
It
wanted you
explains.
on.
It actually
All I
explains a
can-
lot that he's
Time
on
out.
the tennis team.
Everybody, game on.
Yeah.
Joe Pontillo,
Joe
comedian.
Pontillo.
Even if he gets
Officially put a
one.
target, put a Daler target on his chest.
I
That's
can't-
what he did.
I'll never
he just
play
strapped on
Farmingdale
a,
again.
he just strapped on a target.
That's a Daler.
There you go.
That's a Daler.
Well, it's all right, Joe.
Okay,
You messed
I'll allow it.
you messed with the wrong
It's
crowd.
okay.
It's
It's
all
a
right.
lion. It's a lion. of-
Next time
That's
I'm at
all right.
Ala-
That's the guy from the Wizard of Oz, the lion of
I'll-
Oz.
By the way,
king
I'm
of the
in-
forest.
I'm announcing a tour. I'm doing Alibi Lounge and Croxley Ales in Farmingdale on the same day.
Necromantic. What is it?
Necromantic Brewery
Yeah.
Company, whatever it is.
And then you do
Necromancy.
Murs in Farmingdale.
Yeah,
Those
we'll
are-
tell you- there's another one. There's like 4 comedy venues on that one strip. right there.
Alibi.
I'll also be doing a show at the Long Island Railroad stop. So if you want to come and yell shit, I'll jump right back on the train.
Mythology.
Mythology. I did that room. Yeah.
All right, Linda hasn't gotten on my case about the Daler remark.
Nah,
yet.
that's all right.
She's going
She
to.
knows.
Farmingdale,
Oh, yeah.
great
But
town.
she's a Daler.
Would-
And so's Carol.
No,
I
can't take it back
recommend-
now, Joe.
So
Too
my-
late, too late, Joe.
My 11-year-old
You're
goes,
done.
"Hey, Joe,
It's over,
don't
Johnny.
make fun of. Don't make my. He's 12. My son. He goes, "Hey, Dad, tell Pontillo."
Is
not
he
to make-"
watching the show
He
or
goes,
you're
"Don't make-"
messaging him?
He goes,
Of course.
"Don't make fun of Dalers. I think I'm a better comedian than he is."
Oh,
That's
Who wrote
my,
that?
my son, my 12-year-old
yeah,
son.
all right.
Michael
War is
Grazzi
on.
Day.
Is he on Twitter? That would explain a lot.
There's so many fucking people Farmingdale. My brother blew my mind one day. He
The
lived in
pride
Staten
of people in
He lives in-
Farmingdale
he
is
lives
so
in Staten
strong.
Island.
Pride of Lion, Daler. All right.
My
fine.
brother
We
just moved
found
to
it.
Farmingdale.
His
You
brother,
got it.
wait, and Pete from the Work with Mike and Pete and Steve, which is the Govs radio show that we've always been together with.
Okay.
Pete's watching tonight
Mhm.
from the Work, and he lives in Farmingdale too.
This is ridiculous. It's either Florida or Farmingdale.
It's a mutiny here.
Oh, this is.
Or Staten Island.
Lou Ferriol,
Staten Island.
Mike Bott.
That's my other home.
My name is Brendan Ryan, and it's great to be here.
My wife, Melissa Grazzi.
Let's start over.
My wife, Melissa Grazzi Day from Farmingdale. is watching. Oh
All right,
boy.
very good.
All right. Then again, when you really come down to it, let's look back here. Did he say anything bad about
This is
Farmingdale?
all comedy.
No, and you know what? All guys get it.
Yeah.
You know what?
Oh yeah, they get it all right.
It's just worse than the
You know what?
Seattle
You think
thing.
think about teams, names of teams in sports. Look at Yankees. Does everybody understand what that really is?
Yeah.
Yankees.
We've always thought it was kind of racist, to be honest.
Yeah, you could say that.
Derogatory from people from the South.
But a Yankee.
A Yankee.
And does everybody know what Mets are?
Well, Metropolitan.
Met-
Yeah, but most people don't know that.
Yeah.
Right, the
They're like,
Metropolitan.
what is that fucking name, Mets? Everybody used to call the the Expos the Montreal Expos. What the fuck was that name?
I don't know what an expo, like an
exposition.
exposition.
Or an
Well, I guess
export?
you go to like an expo.
Yeah,
You know, like it's the expo of the future and whatever.
but you just look at teams. I mean, the Denver Nuggets, for Christ's sakes. I mean, I don't want to be a Nugget. Who wants to be a Nugget?
Are there a lot of
choice.
nuggets in Denver?
What?
Are there nuggets in Denver?
There must be Nuggets.
That's where chicken nuggets were invented. Apparently.
Are there kings in Sacramento?
They're all-
Well, I'd rather be the Kings than a Nugget.
You know,
I miss Quebec Nordiques.
Well,
What the hell is
Nordiques.
a Nordique?
That's a Nordique. I
That's
don't
why
know
they
what
got rid of that team. They're like, nobody knows what this is. It's gone.
Get rid of them.
You're gone.
Yeah.
Hartford
I never
Whalers. There's
understood.
no
Hartford
Whalers in
Whalers.
Hartford.
All I know is all the time the Nordiques were in business, right? I was sitting there going, "What the fuck is Nordiques?"
Mhm.
And the Vancouver Canucks.
Canuck
That's a
is-
regional thing.
I
That is a
forget what
regional
Canuck
thing.
is. Is
that's
it an
another
animal,
term.
or is it a term for just somebody local to that area?
I think
For
it
a
is a
Canadian.
Canuck.
It's
a
a lot
Canuck.
of like, this
Yeah.
is what we call people around here.
Well,
so
here
that's
we
the name
go.
of our
Right.
team. You
Like
know?
Dalers.
The Montreal
That's what we
Canadiens.
call people.
The Montreal Canadiens. They
Yeah,
called them.
okay.
Right.
No one's walking around farming. Hey, my fellow dealer. No one's saying that. No one's saying streamer.
Yo, streamer.
No,
There's my
a lot
streamer.
of people are saying streamers.
My streamer.
There's plenty
My
of people
streamer.
That's
saying
why I
streamers.
moved then.
Nobody says that.
My streamer.
Yeah.
Hey, my streamer.
I love
You
streamers.
streaming? You streaming? Right
Yeah,
now?
we're all streaming.
In
Hey, it
fact,
makes sense now.
the term live
Streaming
stream
TV.
originated in
Live
Valley
To this
stream.
day, I'm starting a team in Valley Stream called the Streamers.
Hey.
There you go.
Better be a girl softball team.
I'm the streamers.
You know what?
We love to stream Netflix. We love to stream,
You know what's fucked up, too, is-
Amazon Prime, all of that.
I would do the
Uh,
Franklin Square streamers just to mess with people.
That's the Tigers.
The name of the team that used the girls team they used to do the what do they call it, the pom not the pom
Cheerleaders,
not the cheerleaders, they call them something else,
dance team.
something else, but they were the streamers in Valley Stream. They were
Oh.
called the Streamers.
Yeah, I think that the cheerleading team.
Yeah, the
was
cheerleading
streamers.
team.
That seems appropriate.
Yeah,
Well, are
that's-
there a lot of Hawks in Valley Stream? Like, do they circle
there's
around?
a pretty big park,
Yes.
so there's some hawks floating
Yes.
around.
Well, we had the Falcons, we had the Eagles, so the Hawks made sense
Why'd the Hawks make sense?
because we're birds.
Because
Yeah.
you're a different bird.
Bird,
A lot of birds in Valley Stream.
Why
It's a
not
big
the
bird
ostrich?
place. There's
I
actually
don't like the ostrich.
a bunch
There's
of
more to it.
yeah,
too.
a bunch of parrots escaped a truck in Valley Stream, and they
And
all
they're still-
live in a tree outside of Blessed Sacrament
They're
Church.
still there.
It's
They're out there,
insane.
parakeets, fucking making a
Yeah.
racket all day long,
You see
every
it,
day.
Really?
They live in the tree and they never left.
Mhm.
For like what?
That's
30
it.
years? 40 years?
No, like 5-10 years.
No, they're more than
Oh,
like
more
20
than that.
They've been
Okay.
there forever.
They
Oh.
live forever. Those birds.
No, they're
That's-
having families.
I have. What the hell is this?
Oh, this is.
We
a,
finally
uh,
got Joe Pontillo on the show,
right.
and there's cake.
And there's
What are we
cake.
doing?
We're having a. Apparently, we're having a little cake. But it would have been nice to.
I'm not giving me
know
much time
that.
to make a good wish with that little candle.
You better hurry.
Happy birthday.
Happy
Hold on.
birthday to you.
Ba-dum-cha.
Happy birthday to you.
Is it actually your birthday?
You're making it sound like 3 men and a baby singing to the
Happy
baby. going to
birthday, you sexy Keith.
I tried to talk them out of this.
sleep. They did. They
You
did.
piece of ass.
Look at you, you fucking bastard. Piece of ass.
Happy birthday to you.
All right. Well, I appreciate that. That's very nice.
Dear
Close your eyes,
That's
make a
mighty.
wish, and maybe I'll
Happy
disappear.
From the
May all-
Farmingdale Dalers.
May all your streams come
You-
true.
Yes.
That's right. A dealer bought you that cake.
Adela,
That would be me.
May all your
you want that?
I did.
Can you do me a favor?
I did.
Close your eyes and make a wish. And
Make a wish.
Why do I have to close my eyes?
this is
for?
gonna come
You know what
true.
bothers the shit out of
Oh,
me?
here we go.
You know what bothers
Yeah.
me? I'm gonna tell
You know what grinds my gears?
Why
Somebody
do we-
telling me to close my eyes.
Why when you're home and somebody brings out a cake, they turn the lights off for you to blow it?
Why not?
So you can see the candle better.
I don't get it.
Come on.
I guess it's like an aesthetic thing.
Come
I
on,
don't
make
know.
a wish, Bobby. Here we go.
Ready? A spattering. The spattering.
That felt good.
Very good. That was a very quick wish.
Thank you very much. I do the same wish. all
It's
the
more of
time.
an end of episode thing, I think. Blowing out a candle.
Yeah, we could have waited.
Oh yeah, you could have waited for Graz.
It's fine.
All right.
You blew out
me-
the
I'll-
No,
candle.
the candle was burning down.
That's all right. I'm cutting the cake. I'm cutting the cake.
He's cutting the
It
cake.
was
a metaphor.
It's spontaneous, man. I just wanted to get.
Spontaneity.
Spontaneous radio for a birthday. Happy birthday, Bobby.
Thank you very
Ah,
much.
yeah.
All the best. As the Greeks say, chronia pola. Many, many, many more.
Your polo. I'm going to
Yes.
call my polo when I get
Something
home.
Cyrano's.
What is
Exactly.
it?
Do you speak German?
Enjoy
You
it.
speak
Many
Greek?
more.
No, my
Polish?
best friend is Greek, so he.
You're Italian. What do you
Oh, my best friend
I
is
can't
Greek
have a
as
Greek
well.
friend. What is
No,
that
I'm
mean?
saying he said, "Oh, why would you speak Greek?" I don't go. Why?
Oh,
would,
I don't know.
why
Well,
would-
because my friend who's Greek, every time he's one of the people who would call me and then loudly get in an argument with his mom on the phone
In Greek.
Well, he's in Greek,
Well,
so I would
that's
pick
the
up a
Greeks.
lot of the language.
But that's not arguing. That's just how they talk.
Right?
Yeah, there
He'd
you
be
go.
like, blah, 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 and then McDonald's he'd
Right.
throw in like a random.
My wife is Greek. I've been told that for 25 years.
I mean-
I'm not yelling at you. This is how I talk.
Yeah, but this is a Sicilian thing too. It's
Yes.
like I'm not yelling. I'm
Right.
Sicilian.
Like I'm not yelling. This
I'm
is
not
just-
using my hands.
Yeah.
We've noticed.
At no
That's-
time
Thank you
have
for
you
that.
But we don't get in a fight on the phone when we're talking to somebody else. You know,
You
They're
married?
like, do you want to talk to your son? No, fine. I don't want to talk to you. That's
Can I ask you a
basically it.
question? Married?
I guess so. Why?
Married?
Who wants to know? Somebody in the chat asking.
Some hot chick.
Someone in the chat asking.
Yes, yes.
I don't
Yes.
get a lot of fans. Well, I was up until the Farmingdale thing, but good run.
So married?
But yeah.
Kids? Kids?
Oh hell no.
Oh, oh, hell
Married,
no.
yes. Kids, no. Can't stand children.
Hardest thing in the world? Is it hard for you to be able to leave and go do your, I know you go to a lot of offsite
Oh.
places.
Sometimes, yeah. She comes with me every once in a while.
Yeah? Make it like a little mini vacation.
When you let her.
Yeah, exactly. Like
What's-
this is the only vacation you get. We're going to Jersey.
Well, we do. It looked like I was supposed to get a surprise call tonight, so I'm actually going to ask you these questions.
Eat on the air.
We do a 10. We do a 10 at 10.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
So you ready? Here we go.
We do it. We haven't done it like a month.
Well, we haven't done it in a
I
month.
refuse answering most.
No,
of the
it's not a bad question.
Okay.
I'm not going to go sexual or anything else. It's really cool. Favorite comedian of all time, and and why?
Oh man, I don't even know anymore. Here's a weird stat about me. I never really watched a lot of comedy.
Okay.
So I like all the basics. Like the Seinfelds, Kevin James, Chappelle, and who else? Mark Maron. Mark Maron has become one of my favorite comedians.
Okay.
Like I've actually watched all of his specials. He had a show on IFC that was really good. I never really listened to his podcast just because I can't find it.
Okay. So Mark Maron.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your favorite genre of music?
Oh, when I was about to start comedy though, Lewis Black was the guy.
Oh, wow.
I was like, that's how I want to perform on stage when I saw Lewis Black.
So here's my
Yeah.
funny story. When I was working for O&A, doing transportation for O&A, I was hanging out with Brewer, Lewis Black, Andrew Dice Clay, Jim Norris, Jeff Norris. Do you know who Jeff Norris is?
I've worked with Jeff Norris. Yeah.
I think Jeff Norris back then was one of the most hidden talents ever.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now he's blowing up, thank God. But back then, they weren't showing the same respect
Huh.
that they showed, like they showed Adam Ferrara and they showed Brewer and guys like that a little bit more respect than they did.
I think I got my
Jeff Norris.
second paid gig ever because Jeff Norris canceled on a gig.
So you were all tied in with
Yeah.
Jeff
Waiting
Norris.
in the wing.
And I messaged the guy on the right day, and he was like, "I just lost Jeff Norris. Can you find a headliner and you could feature?" And I was like, "Yes, I can." And it was terrible, but
It's all right.
that's how you come up into biz.
Favorite genre of music?
I guess mostly rock and metal, but I kind of go with everything. I'll listen to everything. I don't discriminate.
Do you have a hobby?
I try not to. Next. That's always a weird question to answer because there's stuff I collect things I'm not proud of.
What can I ask you? What do you collect?
Dildos?
Oh no, like a lot of weird sex ornaments. I don't know what those are. No, like old. I like old Halloween and Christmas
Me
decorations.
too.
I like
Oh God.
I had a bunch of toys when I was a kid. We threw them out or I destroyed them. Now I'm trying to buy them back.
Robots.
Yeah, no, like old, like DC and Marvel and
Like
stuff like that.
Like a big wheel?
not a big wheel, but yeah, stuff like
It's funny you said that
He-Man.
with the Halloween things. I love the old fashioned.
Right?
Well,
They're
Sarah,
so
come here.
cool. And they sort of brought them back a little bit, which is nice.
That's all
but
I use in my house.
Yeah.
The old ones. The moon with the cat on it.
Love
Yeah.
that. The cat that's just like, ah. The ones that look kind of terrifying. Those are the
Yeah.
best. Yeah.
The pumpkin with the hat.
Yeah.
You got to walk talking to Mike there. They can't hear you.
Well,
Mr.
leave him,
Wiggins.
leave him alone.
That's all right.
They can't hear you, brother. They want to hear you. You're a talent.
Oh, they want to hear me. They need to hear what I got. Oh, I was eating cake.
All right. Well,
So I'm done with my cake. So enjoy your cake. And
Oh.
I enjoyed my cake.
I used to
Hold
collect
on.
baseball cards a
Me too.
lot.
I still
Okay.
got them.
And then I threw out a bunch. And then, like 2 years ago, my dad's like, they're worth a lot of money now. Where are your baseball cards? So I kind of got back into it the last year.
we just got a $75 Ellie Cruz, or what is it? What's so funny?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh out loud like that, but Taz, the resident artist, has completed her picture,
Well, that was fast.
and Mr. Pontillo.
You have
Looks fabulous.
You have a
Oh.
tattoo on your on. He has a tattoo
I am.
on his forehead. Says
He
Daler.
loves
Yeah.
Dalers.
Honestly,
Bob, I
yeah,
like how you look, Bob.
What do you
I
think,
like that.
Bobby?
that's a great
No.
drawing.
Happy
otherwise.
birthday, Inns.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Right?
I am going to get that
Hold on,
tattoo, but on
hold
my
on.
arm.
I have to. I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can get this. Move that wine bottle.
Honestly, it's the best drawing anyone's ever
I'm
done.
not sure if
so.
everybody can get this, but you can take a screenshot and zoom.
I
guess.
like how angry he looks.
Me.
Yeah.
Bobby.
Yeah. Why do I look so? I've been laughing the whole fucking show, and I look like I'm pissed off.
Well, you posed actually. Well, you have a smile on there. There's a little. There's a little.
grin.
You were on the
that's a
brink of
grin.
it. You were on the brink
That's
of a
a
couple
grin.
of rants, but we will.
See,
we
here's
will
the
do
one.
it.
It
In the
is.
picture when you said pose, I went like
grin.
this.
Steelers,
look like that?
baby.
No teeth. I don't see any teeth. I
There's
see
a-
Joe's teeth.
That was genuinely
Here's the
funny.
story behind Taz. And
Great
Bobby.
job, otherwise.
Taz has been drawing us.
5 minutes after she gained the heart from me, she just sent me this, right? 5 minutes after
You're
that,
taking the heart away.
it's gone.
Oh, he's taking the heart
Look,
away. Oh,
She sent that,
Oh, I like
oh,
that.
that's nice.
That's a good picture.
I like
That's
that
a
picture.
great picture.
right? She sends me
That's
that.
the best one she's ever done of
there you
you.
I know.
That is the
And I
best one
put a
she's ever
heart.
done. Look at
I
that.
sent the heart.
We want that,
That
Taz.
The other one, he looks like a villain in a 1970s cartoon.
Thank you for saying that.
We call him. When we call
Here
him,
comes
Dastardly.
Bobby Inns
Dick
to
Dastardly.
shut down the
we
party.
call him Dick Dastardly.
He just banned dancing in Valley
Muttley.
Lane,
Where's
Franklin
Muttley?
Square.
Oh my God. We've been trying to please him for 8 years. I could never please him.
Let me tell you, she just drew this picture. She sent it to me. I was like, oh, I love it. Then I get that.
All right, so we'll use that one from now on. I like that one.
No, we won't use any. Yeah, it's all right.
He's done.
She's starting to send me.
Taylor's,
she's-
baby. Catch the
she's,
fever.
That's right.
She's psycho texting me now.
She loves
Well,
you.
Taz just texted me on Graz's account. Said, "Thank you, Mr. Z. You're my favorite,"
Yeah.
as we are all well aware. And quite honestly, who could blame her? Right?
Bobby's
What?
wish was that he hopes for a Republican will win the next presidential election. Happy birthday, Inns. Cha 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 from Ann Rothney.
Will you settle for Robert F. Kennedy?
I don't know if I could listen to him talk over and over.
His voice is a little
I don't know.
unsettling.
He's like, I think I present a better alternative.
Is that?
to Joe
I thought he
Biden.
was more like, yeah. He shot my father.
He sounds like he's underwater. I shot my father. He was 3 years old. He shot.
What?
Sirhan.
Oh, that's right. He shot his father.
Oh my God! What, didn't they just let him out of jail or
Yeah, I
something?
think they did.
And then they put him right back in.
Yeah, but, as he was leaving.
No, nobody has that name twice. Get back in jail.
Yeah, it's like a Daler.
What a name!
Farmingdale Daler. Sirhan. But no, it's like, why do I have to look viciously evil in that fucking picture? Why?
That is the most sinister mustache.
Thank
I've
you.
ever
Tell
seen.
her.
I'm not saying a word. I'm eating.
I'm
my-
glad he's
I
here
like
to
it,
say
Taz. I think it looked great.
Bob, let me tell you something. Here, take this for what it's worth.
Oh boy.
Just getting you in that type of a cartoon, for me, from the first time till now, whether it's good or not, I'm honored. Whether she does a good job sometimes, she does a great job other times.
Why can't I be fucking smiling? Why can't I be fucking having a good time? Why do I have to look like I just shot somebody?
What?
No, now she's gonna do that.
No. It looks more like you just lowered somebody into acid, which is way cooler.
You
honestly.
lowered somebody into acid. Oh my god.
Down.
Their flesh is burning off.
Welcome back to Limo Talk. That's why they threw them out of the limo.
Right. If we were actually in a limo, you'd be tumbling
We're in the
down the
limo
road
now.
right now. No
Well,
doubt about it.
That was good.
It's a good piece of cake.
Thank
It
you.
is.
Thank you. Good job.
You're welcome.
How much do I owe you? $6.99.
You don't know. You don't owe me anything. No. Guess what the price of that little crumb cake was?
$12.
$8.99.
No.
$6.99.
No. Lower.
$4.30.
No.
We're on-
Lower.
Right.
$1.99.
Cheap fuck. You could
Is
have
it
got
expired?
Listen, I walked in.
You
You
could have
said,
got two.
you said get an Entenmann's cake. It wasn't about the price. You said
It's
get me an
an
Oh,
Entenmann's
this is
cake.
really
I did.
tiny.
There's an
It was $3.95.
All right.
It was on the display case at the end of the aisle.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
right.
At the Entenmann's rack.
It
Another,
goes,
another
it,
Seinfeld reference.
it goes bad in an hour and a half. So
Best of views by 11.
Exactly.
just
No, are you kidding me? There's more preservatives in that thing than
Entenmann's cakes just dissolve. No, they just get weirdly hard after a while.
Yes, they
Yes.
That's what. But they're still
Right.
like, oh, it's still good, but it's so hard I can't even bite it. But it tastes good. Who
But you still want
cares?
to eat the crumbs are hard anyway. What's the difference?
Yeah, exactly.
It's just more, wet it up
Try
a little
this.
bit.
I'm not really a
You're not really a cake person.
crumb cake guy, but
You know what? Oh well.
Listen, as
We'll
far as
take it.
crumb cake goes, that's
but
still,
I wasn't expecting wine and
that's,
crumb
that's
cake.
still the gold star.
Jeez,
right
I wouldn't
there.
have canceled 2 weeks ago.
Last week we had wine and cheesecake.
Ah,
Yeah, that's right. We did
Yeah,
have
beef
cheesecake.
jerky. The other
We had beef
Oh, that-
jerky and wine. 3
get some
weeks ago.
funfetti next time I'm in here.
Funfetti,
right? Some
yeah.
cupcakes, brownies.
So I was just looking at something online. I want to bring this back because I'm sitting here with 3 Met fans.
Go ahead.
Why is the news story of the Mets the only story you see coming out of New York Mets spring training that I've seen that's
Pete
worth
Alon-
anything
Pete
is
Alonso.
no, not necessarily Pete Alonso. Where is he going to play in 2025?
He's playing
That's the story.
He's not going.
Not what he's going to do this year.
Yeah.
Not what he's going to do
Because
or
because they
anything.
know this year.
Where's
is
he going
nothing.
to play next
'cause
year? That's the story.
The beat writers have nothing to talk about in spring training.
Yeah,
So
I'm
like,
like, why is that a
it's either
story?
anybody gets hurt, they're like, this person stubbed their toe. Here's 17 articles about what it means. But this year,
Well, that-
Pete
you always get
Alonso
that.
isn't signed, and like that's not even a big deal. Like not everybody signs an extension.
No, they don't. But it's
Yeah,
not about
Aaron Judge-
signing him. But it's
Aaron
not about
Judge went
signing
through
him.
the whole
Let him hit
season.
60 home runs this year.
I'll
and
finish
then
my
we'll-
10
yeah.
at 10 with you later.
You're right.
Okay.
Aaron
Aaron
Judge.
Judge went through the whole season and became a free agent and actually signed back with the Yankees.
But
That's
it's
what's
right.
gonna happen with
But it's the
Alonso.
Mets, and
Right.
everyone makes fun of the Mets. They're a punchline. So, oh, he's
I just
gonna
don't
leave.
think- I just don't think Pete Alonso is worth $35 million a year. I
Yeah, but where are you
No,
getting?
no,
Where
no,
are you
no,
getting
no.
50 home runs?
Where are
Oh,
you
yeah.
finishing with the 50 home runs?
But where are you getting 50? But you're now it's different now. He's got a whole
As
bunch
they
of.
said to Ralph Kiner, we finished last with you. We can finish last without
He's got a different amount of talent there. I think he's got some talent there. I think
you. He's not a very good first baseman. He doesn't hit extra base hits. He only hits home runs. I'm sorry. I'm not a big fan.
So let me ask you something.
I like him and I want him to
if
stay.
he hits 280 this year and hits,
He's
50,
not going to hit
I
280.
have a comedian, know a comedian that's actually friends with Pete Alonso, and
Ooh, Craig Carton.
but Craig Carton, my God, he hosted I think Gotham Comedy Live once and
Yeah.
like, completely tanked the show.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
'Cause he-
remember.
well, yeah, if he wasn't a comedian.
no, he tanked.
I had Paula Poundstone hosting my episode, and she messed up my name.
Pontillo?
No, she
Pontillo?
brought me up as she went, give it up for Jumpin' Joe Pontillo.
Jumpin'
I'm like,
Joe.
what the hell?
Jumping
Pompillo.
So yeah, I come on stage and I'm like, I don't jump. I don't know. You've been
I don't jump.
You've been lied to.
I'm not really a jumper.
She's not that. Well,
So-
never mind.
She's a little out of her mind, but yeah.
280? No, I don't see that.
I'm telling you right
It's a-
now.
I would keep Pete Alonso,
I would
but like
too,
within reason, kind of like with DeGrom. Like
He's never hit 280, by the way.
no.
in his
He,
career.
in fact,
He hit
last
two-
year he
he
hit
hit
like 220
217.
last year.
217.
So
last
timeout.
year.
Terrible.
Timeout.
260 last
Batting
year.
average doesn't matter.
You got 3 Met fans.
Oh, sorry.
Timeout.
He hit
No, no, no.
217.
217. I'm sorry, I was looking at it
You
backwards.
got 3 Met fans and a Yankee fan.
Yep.
I'm telling you right now, he's batting over 250.
Big fucking deal.
Yeah, but if he bats
Good.
over,
His
Give me-
career average is
Give me
251.
35 doubles.
Yeah.
if he bats over 250 with 50 home runs, you're not, or 45 home runs, you're not happy with him.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Were you happy with Dave Kingman? He used to do the same shit.
No, he struck out all the time. And
Dave
now he's-
Kingman would hit like 200.
Correct.
And then he would like spit on a child in the front row.
Or give somebody a dead
He was
rat.
a maniac.
He was so mean. Him and George Foster was so mean.
Spit on a
I
child.
fucking hated people.
Yeah.
George Foster hated people.
So did Dave Kingman.
I know.
But the thing is, with Pete Alonso, I want to see something better than 220, 217.
Yeah, like I know batting average doesn't matter much these days, but can you at least hit like 250?
151 strikeouts.
How much? 51.
151
I'd like
last
to
year.
see that get
strikeouts.
under
It's a lot of
130.
strikeouts.
So if you,
For
yeah,
being
all right. So if he got under 125,
118 RBIs though. Broke the 100.
Yeah.
I'm not
118.
knocking his home runs and RBI.
Yeah.
You know,
But I'm also going to say that there was nobody else on this team driving in anybody, so at least he was there to
Right.
do that. But
so Marte
if
comes.
you had a middle of a lineup that could drive in some runs, he doesn't drive in 118.
So wait a minute now. So Marte comes back and has a good year.
You think he's gonna?
I do.
Why?
I just think Marte.
I don't know. I could see him being good this year, but then falling apart again next
Marte
year.
has flashes of goodness.
Yeah.
Flashes of goodness.
I think they got
I
a-
like Marte.
They got a career year out of him in 2022, and then
Yeah.
he broke his hand or his finger, and that was really kind of the end.
Sorry, I
of this.
disagree with you. I think Marte.
Why do you think
I
Marte?
think
is all of a
Marte-
sudden
I
gonna
think
come
think
back?
Look,
They should trade him.
7 years into haven't won shit, okay?
Okay.
And you're going to sit here with these rose-colored glasses every year that you got on, that you keep telling me this is a good team.
Well, I said this year that the over and under number was 81.5, correct? We
Or-
talked about that.
Or maybe even
82.
82.
I think they're going to win.
82.
I think they will win 81 games. This
and
year,
I
so
think they
predict-
and I said I think they'll win 86.
I think
correct?
they should sign either Montgomery or that guy Michael Lorenz in
No, they're talking
and
about
stretch
that.
out the rotation a little bit. 'Cause
Lorenz
They
and-
got a good bullpen. They might. I don't. The offense could go either way. They could be really good, or they
So
could
wait
be
a minute
really
now.
bad.
If Marte's
He's still
good,
not- He's
if
still not signed, by the
if
way.
Marte's
Montgomery
good-
or Snell.
Alonso has a good year, Marte's good.
Getting late.
Lindor does his thing,
If
Maybe
Al-
lose
Alvarez could hit 35
and Alvarez
home
hits
runs,
35
I don't
home
know.
runs.
If Brett Beatty or Batty, however you say his name, actually has a pulse, they'll have a good offense. You know?
Batty.
I don't know. What,
Batty would be
I don't
better.
know what it is.
I like Batty better. It's
I
more
like him,
baseball.
but his face upsets me. He's got one of those faces where he can't keep his teeth in his mouth, and it makes me sad.
It makes me sick.
You ever just like look at a baseball player and you're like, I can't root for this person. I don't know what it is.
He's batting 320, but look at him.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can't-
that face
You
though.
know, get him out of here with this guy.
I like that.
I'm all about like vibes and aesthetics.
Me too.
You know,
I agree with
you know,
him.
like Alvarez, that guy. I'm like, I can root for this guy. He looks like a douchebag. Like he looks like he gets hurt. He comes back the next inning. He
Did you
can't
see
stop
him the other day talking English on the live interview?
Right,
doing
he's
good.
learning English at like a rapid level.
He
He's
says his
insane.
biggest
He
fear
knows
was-
more than Ichiro
He
now.
says, yeah, his biggest fear was talking English.
He speaks better English
He
than
speaks
Pete
better-
Alonso.
he's-
No. Pete Alonso after the game is just like, yeah, let's fucking go Mets. He's just yelling nonsense.
All right, so you guys think I'm an idiot that if
I want to know what you
Well,
see.
you're
the
making a
great-
case for
you
Sterling
haven't made
Marte.
me, nobody's making me
He's gonna
talk.
Save the season.
I said Marte, Nimmo, Alvarez, Alonso.
I'm very optimistic. I think they should sign another starting pitcher, and they should go sign J.D. Martinez. The hell with it. Get him for
That
1
was 2
year.
years ago. They should have got him.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean,
agree.
you know, he's going to be
You know,
37.
I
but-
remember listening to this shit back when I was a kid. Oh, they got Mazzilli, they got Stearns, they got Flynn, they got.
Oh,
this.
were they really saying that about
Yeah.
those guys?
Yeah.
yeah.
How was John Stearns?
Willie Montanez.
John Stearns was an all-star. What did he hit?
Because
Did he barely
you
hit?
have to pick one on each
I
team.
guess so. Yeah.
So you're ridiculing me again.
I'm saying, where's the optimism here?
Here's my. I'm being optimistic. You're not.
That's
you're
like-
a Met fan.
I'm being realistic, not
But I'm
optimistic.
tired of you being a fucking realist.
I'm a
Why
realist.
don't you hope a little?
tired of
I'm
you
a
being-
realist.
Tired of you being a
I
realist.
think
Last
they'll-
year, I
yeah.
didn't think they had. The year before, when they won 101 games, I told you I thought they sucked. Even though they won 101 games, I thought they had very little, a weak playoff team. Very weak playoff
Bobby
team.
is a realist. You do wear some rose-colored glasses. And by the way, Mike Bott says he was going to say that he speaks better English than Gras.
Oh,
Okay,
that's fine.
just for the record.
Let me ask you a question.
He's definitely right.
What year was the
Definitely
year you were
right,
like
Bob.
they should have
Yes.
won it this year and the last like
well,
25
the
years?
whole end of the 80s.
I was too young for 86. So
No.
Well, how old are you?
90 40.
You were too
So,
young
yeah.
for 86?
I was 3 or whatever, 2.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
You're a
So what-
fetus.
Why would I
No.
remember?
Fuck you.
I remember
was 17,
99,
18.
99.
Jeez, I was in college.
They were this close to coming
99,
back.
they should have won.
against the
2000,
Brit-
they should have won.
Came all the way
And
back in game
2000,
6,
they should have
and
won.
then Benitez and Franco blew it. in
Wow.
They should have
extra
beat the
innings.
Yankees.
Game
John
one.
Franco should be in jail.
If you win
Most
game,
overrated reliever and
He
he
is.
was here for a million years.
Oh, come
he
on.
threw like 12
He was
miles an
overrated,
hour.
really
They
overrated.
traded Randy Myers for him. Randy Myers became
Staten
one of the
Island
best
guy.
closers of
Yes,
the 90s.
he was.
You know?
I love John Franco. He's from Staten Island, my
Yeah.
homeland.
Just
How
because
do you
he's
not
from
love
Staten
him?
Island, they'll
He
make
used
him.
to wear his father's
Then he was
sanitation
pushing the
shirt.
vaccine. No,
I'm gonna. Oh my god. I'm gonna love John Franco for
Love
the
John
fact that
Franco.
yes, he's
Yeah.
local guy.
pretends to
sanitation.
be a firefighter.
Yeah, but I'm not a fan of his relief pitching. Was not good.
Yeah, no.
He was a scary fuck out on the mound, like Jesse Orozco.
He
was
did strike out Barry Bonds
Bonds,
in
that was
2000, but
on a
99 was the
well,
year they would have won.
listen,
I didn't think the
2000.
2000 team wasn't as good.
Well, they had Olerud in
They
99.
yeah, Olerud was a game changer.
Game 1 of the 2000 World Series. That's where the Mets lost the World Series.
yeah.
Timo Martinez.
So if they win
Timo-
that game, I honestly think that's a whole different series. That game 1 changed the whole vibe of the Mets and the whole vibe of the series.
Timo Perez,
And it was the
Timo
stupidest
Perez.
thing. It was some Yankee Stadium BS.
off the top of the
The
wall.
ball falls off the top of the wall. If that was the Yankees,
How
it
is
would have
that
been a home
Yankee
run.
Stadium BS?
Roger Clemens would have.
Why we have special
Roger
rules in
Clemens
Yankee
would've-
Stadium or something?
Roger Clemens
Joe?
would have thrown a
Oh,
broken bat
please.
over the fence. They would have called it a
Oh,
home
my
run.
God.
Rigged. It
Hold
was
on,
rigged.
Bobby, you have any crying towels in there? Hold on, I got a Met fan out here. Okay, he needs his tampon changed. All right,
Hey,
he's
come
got
on.
he's got a problem
This
with
is
the
a
Yankees.
family show.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
Jeffrey
honestly,
Mayer,
Oh,
war
please.
criminal. Put him
Come
in
on.
jail.
War criminal. Yankee Stadium. Dude, you're blaming Yankee
I
Stadium
tell
on
ya.
the Mets losing.
Bro, no,
love
what,
that.
the Mets losing is on them. I don't know what cursed
Armando
them. I don't know
Benitez
what it
blew
was.
that.
You know, with the Red
Oh.
Sox, they traded Babe
Armando
Ruth.
Benitez. Yeah. What
You
about
know.
that? You're right.
I don't understand.
I'm
how
just
this
sharing
team-
I'm just
by
sharing the show.
accident-
I think the Mets' curse is that the 1986 team was just a team of criminals. So they need like 30, 40, 50 years to like cleanse that.
You know,
Maybe.
I've said
And
that about
for
my
balance in
Cowboys.
the universe.
I think the
Sold their soul
Cowboys
to
have
win
to.
that World Series.
When the Cowboys won in the 90s, they had a lot of criminals on the team. They don't have that anymore. And I think that's part of the problem.
Well, I don't know. The Mets.
Tony
to me-
Romo should have kept playing until he got brain damage, like every other quarterback.
Who says he doesn't?
That's true.
So time out. So after all this, let's come back full circle. I think they're making the playoffs again.
Oh my god!
And I'll bet double or nothing.
I think they'll be.
I'll bet double or nothing.
I can't even get my fucking.
I was going to
steak.
say, don't you have to pay off the first bet
I
before
can't
you
even
can go
get
double
my
or nothing?
fucking New Park.
You want to go to
Parkside.
You want to go to Parkside?
Yeah, good. Well,
To
tell
what?
us. Well,
Yeah,
we'll
let
never
it,
go.
yeah, guys, say yes.
Bring
Joe.
everybody.
Just say yes.
Sure.
No one's going.
Yeah, there you go.
We're in. I don't
Okay,
know.
we're
Were we
in.
just
Double-
invited somewhere?
You want to go to Parkside? Let's go in the next couple
we're
of
going
weeks.
to Park.
In the next couple of weeks.
Let's go in the next
There's
couple
no
of weeks.
weeks.
Let's take the
No.
limo there.
I'm ready.
You ready?
I'm ready. Are you
Let's
home?
pick a date.
Can you-
Get your calendar out. I want a date.
Yeah, we had a deal last year. I told him the Mets would never make the playoffs. He said they would. And
I
he
said the Yankees
If you
would not
can-
make the playoffs.
Here's what I'll say. If
and
you
I
could,
said that at the end of July, by the way.
if you can make the playoffs this year with 84, 85 wins, the Mets might do it.
It's
March
possible.
23rd.
Last year, the Diamondbacks went to the World Series with 84 wins. so-
Saturday, March 23rd. We'll go for an afternoon lunch.
March 23rd. I can't
Why can't you?
because I'm going to something on March.
What are you
23rd.
going to? I want
It's
to
a
know.
Party.
What do you ain't got no fucking parties?
I do,
Nobody likes
watch.
you. Nobody likes
No
you.
one likes it. Yeah, well, apparently, based
I've
on the
got,
drawings.
Oh,
I've-
shut up.
I've got winter clinics for Farmingdale baseball.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, you.
little segue.
All right.
Little
Segue. So, Bob, you're gonna like this one.
You think
I
am.
want you to get the circus music on. I want to get the Hitler music on. So I decided to go buy Mikey. Christian had surgery on his. My son Christian is 17 years old. He just had labrum surgery on Friday. He had his labrum.
Does he go like this now?
No.
Are
And
we
he,
gonna sit there like this the rest of the show?
he has labrum surgery. And
That's
they
over
fa-
here.
That's how he's gonna
Any
pitch now.
particular reason?
And they found, he was in baseball. He threw the ball too hard.
Okay.
So now wait, he's been walking around. They found he had a dislocated shoulder. So he's been walking around with a dislocated shoulder for a year now.
What the hell? I feel like you would notice that.
So they
You'd feel that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
so they
Like,
fixed
hey,
it.
Dad.
So they fixed it all. I go to buy my son a brand new bat yesterday. My little one. He's going to the clinics, which Rich is the head of the.
Oh, so he heard him.
No.
No.
So
Well, I could give you the other side of that story.
So I walk in.
Go ahead.
I walk in, and I start talking to little Mikey LaJerfa. Little Mikey LaJerfa goes, "Why you keep sharing?"
You don't
this?"
have to use names.
Oh, well, Mikey Lojo.
All right,
Man.
go ahead.
I'm saying
If
nice
you're going
things
to
about
promote his podcast,
Yeah, I was
that's
about to.
better than yours.
I was
He's
about
got a
to.
podcast.
And he's
He has a
12.
podcast.
He's got a better. He's 11 years old. He got a better podcast.
He's
than us.
11.
12.
Oh my god.
It's called Blitz Sports.
All right.
All right, Blitz
Yes.
Sports.
He's got 17,000 subscribers.
He's
Let's
got.
get Mikey
does.
LaJerko to say whether he thinks the Mets are going to win more
He's
than
like
81
worse
games.
than the 9-year-old kid on YouTube that makes like $4 million a year.
He's had Doc Gooden on.
He's had Doc Gooden.
Not
on.
good hitting.
He has, yeah.
He's had who else?
He had
Catcher for the White Sox.
O'Hoppe for the Angels, starting catcher. for the
Logan
Angels.
O'Hoppe?
Logan O'Hoppe,
Ah.
Long Island guy.
I didn't know.
We've
he's
had
from
Billy.
Long Island.
We've
Yeah,
had Billy
from Long
Guy,
Island.
Brendan Ryan, and Joe Pontillo.
How about Pete Harnish?
Pete
He's a Long Island
waiting
guy.
in the wings.
Yes, he's on the
Guy
list.
who hated the Mets.
So
after
anyway,
the
so
trade.
go ahead. You
So
come in.
I walk in and little Mikey LaJerko goes, "Why you keep sharing this show to me and sending me clips?" I go, "Because I want to reach 3,000 views. So I want
Because
you
you
to
have more followers
because
than
you
me.
have more followers than me. I hope
you're
you watch
12.
it."
Help me out, you little punk.
So then a certain friend of ours, I'll call him the travel Hitler, the travel.
I would not classify. I would not classify him that
No,
way.
the travel guy.
If I were you.
I gave him a couple of dirty looks because I was annoyed that he hadn't come to my house and called my son to find out if my son was feeling all right.
So he started poking the bear.
I started poking the bear and I gave him a couple of dirty looks.
Mhm.
Well, the second dirty look proceeded to he got nuts. He goes, "Get out of here right now. Get out of my clinic." What the circus? He goes, "What do you think this is? A fucking circus? You're a fucking clown." He goes, "Put your fucking clown nose on. All you are is a clown. It's all about you. Get out of here." And he kicked me out of the clinic.
Wow.
Was he serious?
He was serious.
Here's what you should get.
I
your
was on the
son.
other side of the gym.
And he heard the
was
yelling.
I just heard
He
the
heard
yelling.
the yelling.
As I'm trying to instruct children, I heard the yelling.
So I got yelled
Kids
at.
were like, "Mommy,
Joe,
mommy."
all I know is the kid was watching this whole thing. He got pale. he got
It's like,
his,
I
his
will never
mouth,
share your clips.
his mouth opened up and the kid got pale. And he's going, "You're a goddamn clown." He goes, "It's all about you. That's all you care
Oh,
about."
is the kid saying this?
No, he's
No, this is
it wasn't the kid.
Here's
It wasn't the kid saying that.
A fucking clown.
the 12-year-old's coming
was
back.
an 11-year-old saying this?
He goes, "You're a fucking clown. My podcast is better than yours. You suck." No, he's
You
going,
don't even talk about limos. Fraud, false advertising. We're a big community. We'll silence you.
It's all about you. He goes, "It's all about you. It's always ever been about you. You don't care about anybody else. You're a clown."
Wow.
Put-
Sorry, man. That's what
Yeah.
people hear when you
You're-
walk in a room.
He
Yeah.
goes, "Get your clown nose on.
Get
You're
your
a
red
clown."
nose.
And he goes, "Get out of my gym now," in front of everybody.
Amazing.
And I just looked at him. I go, "I fucking hate you."
And then everyone
Wait a
stood up and
minute.
started
You
clapping.
had no comeback for this?
I know because I was wrong. I was kind of
He
walked
poked
in
the
with-
bear.
I poked the bear. I was
He antagonized
I was
the bear.
annoyed. I wanted him to call my son. They're like family to me, and he didn't.
Oh, I can see that. I'm
I
getting
don't-
that vibe.
I don't
Right.
call the sons of clown fathers. All right, get out of here. Why don't you go spray him with a seltzer bottle? You freaking clown.
You're starting to annoy me too. You
Get
little
you
bastard.
some exploding shoes.
You know what your son needs?
Seltzer
Get him a
bottle.
beef jerky sling from Justin McDonald. That'll heal him faster.
It's got a little holder. He's able to eat.
And it says Dailers on it.
It has to say Dallas on it.
I've had enough of your shit.
Hey, my arm's feeling better. And this is delicious. Thanks, Dad. You fucking clown.
Yeah, fuck you. Don't be calling me a clown.
Ah.
That's what pissed me off the first time.
Wow, that's just, I'm sorry that happened to you. I don't know what to tell you.
He's real broken up about
As
it.
I'm walking down, he goes, "Yeah, get out of
Getting
here."
really emotional here.
He goes, "Yeah, get out of here, clown. Where's your fucking red nose?" I'm like, "You son of a
Jeez.
bitch."
Oh, I would have gone off after that.
I would have blown up on the kid. Okay, I keep thinking it's an 11-year-old.
You're starting to picture it that way, right? Yeah, I am
Yeah.
too.
I just took it.
It really was.
Yeah, you fucking
He changed
clown.
some details for the show.
I just,
Is he a listener?
he is actually
It's the guy from St. Petersburg.
Tampa.
Whatever.
Mike Bott.
Mike Bott's like,
Mike, how did I miss it?
Dude, it
You
all
came later,
Bott,
Mike.
it happened
You
within
missed it.
It happened within 30 seconds, dude. When I walked in, he
I
goes,
came late.
he just jumped up. He goes, I'm tired of shit. It's all about fucking you. And I looked at him, and all of a sudden I see Mikey LaJerfo's eyes, the 11-year-old, just open up, and he's going pale. And he's like, what's going on here? You're a fucking clown. Get out of here. Put your goddamn nose on. It's all about you. Get out of my
I'm
gym.
just trying to record a podcast with Bobby Valentine. It was very hard to get him. Now he'll do anything.
Dude, I was
you know,
embarrassed and taken aback. Taken aback. Yeah, taken aback.
honestly, that was a great laugh, but it's a story. If it happened to me, I wouldn't tell.
I wasn't gonna. What am I gonna?
Somebody called me a fucking clown.
Thank God there was
It
just.
was all in fun. They love each
I
other.
love fun.
Yeah,
Yes, I
they
The
love
thought.
whole gym.
Well, they made up
exploded.
last night, right?
Yeah.
I
You
didn't.
tell him, Timmy. I don't know. This guy.
I didn't reach out.
Tell him.
I didn't reach out, and I got a text last night. Why you always busting my balls? And I wrote back because I love it very much. And I go, that was quite a show you put on today. I go, I didn't know I work for Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus. He goes, you're a fucking circus yourself. And he started laughing. It's all right. I'm
It's all
right.
good now.
It's all in
Yeah.
good
It's all
fun.
good. Good,
Dude,
clean fun.
I take
Exactly.
the
Clean
shit you
fun.
guys put in me every day.
Yeah, but we never called you a fucking clown and told you to get your nose. And exploding shoes.
Put your
and
red
seltzer
nose
bottle,
on.
like he said.
Mike Bott said the chicken parm at Parkside is fantastic.
It is.
I wouldn't know. I would have
It
no
is.
clue, Mike.
Well, thank God I've been there. But
Yeah,
this
I have never
this
been
is-
there.
This has been going on now for almost a year.
Yes.
I'm upset
Well,
for you.
6,
when-
7 months.
June. Well, I'm sorry, late September when the season ended, we saw the Yankees and Mets weren't going to
But
make
we had
the
to wait
playoffs.
till September, October.
All right, I'm going to go.
Well,
Vinny-
then he said he was busy. We were
There
going to
was
do it around the
October,
holidays.
November,
But I'm not
December,
busy
And
anymore.
then
I
we
can
did
go.
go around the holidays, and
All
now
right.
we're into March.
I could go.
St. Patrick's Day is on
I
the
can't go the
horizon.
23rd.
All right, so let's.
I can't
as
do the
soon as his
23rd.
clinics are over, let's go. How's that? Who's Lenny? Is
I
Lenny
could
the
go
guy
at
who-
night.
Is that Lenny? It works with you,
Who's
Lenny? Rudy DeSantis is asking me about Lenny.
He wants the Mets. to
Oh,
sign
Lenny, Leonardo.
Leonardo.
Yes.
Yeah,
He goes, yes. He goes,
I think every
You're
guy.
like,
named,
what the fuck did he just say?
I think every guy named Lenny sounds like that.
Yeah, they
It's like
do.
a
Well, Lenny's like
requirement.
4'4", you know, and he looks like he could be a jockey. I swear to God. And you can't really make. And then he laughs after he says something. He goes, you got to laugh with him because you don't know what the fuck he said.
That was like a character they wrote out of Goodfellas.
Yeah,
It's
but
Tommy
he's
Two-Time.
a great guy, but we don't know what he's talking about ever. And then we get
Tommy
this other guy,
Two-Time.
John, who's deaf, and he always goes, "Hey, 8:30." He go like this. I used to go up to him and ask him when he wanted his break, and he goes, 8:30. I seen your man. I go 8:30. I go, listen, I need you to go at 7:30. No. I seen your man. I go 8:30. I'm like, all right, you're going fucking 8:30. He sent 2 people, you know.
What?
What do you mean
When
he
he's
sent
doing
2
breaks, I used to
people?
be a supervisor with Vinny.
Oh, Vinny DeSantis.
Yeah, Vinny DeSantis.
Where you gonna be?
Oh.
Where you gonna be?
Next, I'm doing the wrap-up show for this show.
On the Stern
That should be
channel.
exciting.
Across the way.
So you know who you might know we had on recently? Scott Farrell. You know who Scott Farrell is? Hey,
I never met
Farrell.
Scott Farrell. I met Shuli.
So you know
Sal.
Sal.
You know, we used to like be friendly, but I haven't seen him in years now.
Mehmet.
Who?
Mehmet.
I don't know.
Oh.
But I'll pretend I do.
You were naming
Yeah,
Stern
him.
Show guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Oh, him.
Shuli's got
Richard
a nice.
Christie. No, we don't
Shuli's
know.
got a nice podcast
Richard
network
Christie.
going on now, right?
He was putting something in his
Does
ass.
he? He's got a lot going on. I think he's like feuding with Stuttering John.
He is.
Stuttering John, I feel like it's just like a paid political operative.
That's exactly
now.
what's
What
going
is he
on.
doing? He just
Dude,
posts all this like weird
He's-
anti-Trump stuff, and none of it's funny.
Is it like Stuttering John's anti-Trump?
Oh, dude, he's been
fucking-
going.
But I think he just does it because someone pays him because he
I
has
agree.
nothing else going on.
Shuli and him are going at it now for a while.
Yeah,
now.
yeah. And I like Shuli. Shuli's always been a cool guy.
Who's your, all right, so who you close with on the comedy scene?
Nobody. No, I got, I
Who
got
else
friends.
sucked?
I work
He's
with.
got some friends.
You know, I kind of work with a lot of people. I don't have
No?
like a specific clique, I guess. You know, I used to work at the clubs out here a lot, but everything kind of broke up in the last several years. So I kind of just make my own cliques along the way. You know, I've been friends for years with Tony Landolfi.
Terry McNeely?
No, but
No, I don't like.
I travel. I travel a lot with this guy Matt Vita. We do
I know who he
Mike
is.
Toohey. He used to be a Long
Oh, he
Island
is?
guy. Corey Tyndall. Abby Washuda, Neil Rubenstein. I
Yeah.
don't know if you guys, even though I think he hates me now, but we go.
Besides New York,
It's been-
what's your favorite place to play?
I honestly really enjoyed going down south. I did Savannah, Georgia in January,
Okay.
headlined the Savannah Comedy Review.
Mm.
Great room. Before you do the show, they're like, you get one fuck. And on the
What?
show, you can only
Really?
you can only say fuck once.
Wow.
I didn't
Really?
say it at all.
Okay.
I didn't need to, you know.
So you got it in the bank now.
Yeah,
You can
exactly.
say
So
two
I got
fucks on
two for
the-
the next
yeah.
show. That was great. I've done Chattanooga, Tennessee several times. They got a great club there called the Comedy Catch, and a friend of mine runs some shows down there too.
Hmm.
So
How are they compared to? Like, are they big comedy venues or no?
Well, you know, when you leave New York, well, a lot of things. You leave New York, first of all, you do like any show, there's less comedy. So people come out. They're like excited.
Right. It's a less saturated market.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
people
Like even if
actually-
you do like an open mic, like you do an
New York
open
is
mic.
saturated.
Yeah.
Tell me about it. There's a
Well,
comedy
New
show
York is
happening
saturated with
in the
everything.
parking lot here. Right
No,
now.
it's actually here on Friday nights.
Oh,
it's an open mic.
Oh God.
There's the mic stand right behind you.
That's the last thing we need. But yeah, no. Well, more New York City. Long Island, there could honestly be more comedy, but you know, I feel like when you leave New York, you go other places, people are like, you came here from New York? That's awesome. You're great. Whereas when you're in New York, people are just like, oh, another one of you guys.
Yeah.
What's
Right.
the up and coming place?
That's
in
interesting.
in comedy that you think?
Oh, like city wise?
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't even know anymore. It was Austin for a while, you know,
Okay.
Austin, Texas, but I think too many people moved there and it's over now.
Yeah. it's-
I'm thinking Anchorage, Alaska, probably next, or Juneau.
okay. Juneau.
Where's Juneau?
It's in Alaska.
What's one of those
Where's,
islands we have? Virgin Islands. I think that should be next, or the Galapagos Islands. There's no
what's-
people there, but you know, if we can get a
You're
couple.
just a
It's
white-
only turtles.
This is like a white.
It's only turtles in the Galapagos. What's the next biggest like on Long Island? I mean, there's only
Besides-
a few, right?
Well, it's Governor's
Well, besides
Brokerage.
Governor's
Yeah.
Brokerage, like
There's not really another club. I mean, there's like Theater 3. Do we can?
Whatever happened to the East Side Comedy Club in Huntington, East Northport? Whatever.
They had an accident.
no, East Side Comedy was on 110.
And Chuckles.
Yeah.
I remember Chuckles.
Chuckles,
was
right.
Now it's the main event.
My
It's,
parents would
I
go
used to
Yeah,
go
it's a
there all
bar.
the time.
The new big venue is Michael's in Island Park.
Island Park.
Yes.
Next show Friday, April 12th.
Ah.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, who's usually on that show with
nice
you?
plug.
I change it up each month. So next one we got John Ziegler, Mike Toohey, Bridget Kavanaugh, Mike McPartland.
Bridget's got
I
a
think
show
that's
here.
in Paradise,
In Paradise
Studios.
Studios.
Like
yeah.
one of these shows.
Ours is a lot better.
is there
but-
cake? Well, I would
No, they
imagine.
don't-
I've
they
never
don't-
even
they
heard of her
No,
shows.
they don't have cake. It's called Gilted, I think it is.
Gilted.
Is that it? Hey,
Or
hey,
Quilted.
Sarah, am I right on
Is it
that?
a quilting show?
No, it's like a talk show.
Oh, I had no idea.
Am I right?
Guilty pleasures.
Guilty-
Or something?
Gilted with Bridget Kavanaugh. Is that her? Yeah,
Oh,
Gilted.
okay.
Into it.
Guilted into
Oh,
it.
all right. Oh, she's off that show then. So.
It's her show.
No, I mean she's off my show.
Yeah.
So
She's
Can't
got
have
her
her
own.
anymore.
I can't have it. But yeah. So yeah, whatever. I don't know.
Island Park's a great place to get like a little home base over there.
Oh
That's-
yeah, it's great. It's near Long Beach, you know.
people like to party out there all the time.
Yeah, and the pool hall they fill that place out every weekend. Great people, Mike and
Well,
and
you
Gail.
got a young demographic of people living there too that want to go out and
Yeah,
spend money. and-
Yeah, it's probably like a
Have
little
some
cheaper than
fun
like
and-
Oceanside, I guess. I don't know what the
yeah.
Oh,
economics
same
is. I'm just
proximity, yeah.
guessing. Yeah, you can walk from the train there. Yeah, it's fun stuff. They do a lot of music there too, if that's your thing.
Oh, that's our boss.
No.
He just walks around.
Oh, I know.
diddle-
He did
He
great.
diddles.
Yes.
No, he's the nicest.
He's over there changing the cable.
Yeah, he diddles around. He shuts things off. He likes to look around.
Oh, we went back to the drum set over here. What's going on?
Just tell us the show's going to end.
We got about 5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Not
So
even.
tell us with 5 minutes to go, and usually go on a rant. Tell us besides
Oh,
Michael's
yeah.
where you're gonna
Got all
be.
that coming up. This Saturday, the 9th, I'm doing a country club somewhere in Pennsylvania. I can't remember the name. It's like something Oaks, Pennsylvania. It's
Oh,
on my
that's a
website.
typical country club name.
Yeah,
Something
sounds
Oaks.
like that.
Glen Oaks.
Hold on.
or-
Oh, I actually got a show in Bayshore
Lancaster
later
Oaks.
this month.
Okay.
With Steve Rocco Perillo. I think
Oh.
Steve, I love
He's one of our
I
favorites.
think he dropped the Rocco though. Hold on, I'm actually
He
just
did.
gonna.
He did.
Or he dropped the Perillo.
Charlie
He dropped
Myers says
something.
hello to Joe
Charles
Pontillo.
Myers. He's always up on my videos. Good guy.
I like
I
Charlie.
remember I smoked pot with him in the middle of COVID in the governor's parking lot after we did like a show on the patio, which was one of the
Okay.
worst experiences of my life.
We call him Good
And-
Time Charlie Myers. Put a couple of drinks in him, and anything can happen.
Good
time,
guy.
Charlie.
Glen Oak Country Club, Clark Summit, Pennsylvania. That's what it is.
There's a Glen Oaks Country Club on Long Island.
All right, there you go. Then I got Mill Creek, Hopewell, New Junction, New
That's
Jersey.
in Lancaster.
New York. There we go.
Oh.
Having a stroke. What else is going on?
The Amish are funny people, man.
Oh, yeah. Don't even mention that.
I would give you.
Go to
It gets
Lancaster.
dark. I'm in White Plains on March 21st, Philadelphia, March 22nd, Jersey, the 23rd. Look Theater in Manhattan, Monday, March 25th. Hell yeah. And then I might do Staten Island that night, too. I haven't decided yet.
Is
Oh,
Staten
March
Island?
27th. Where am I in Bayshore? Oh, Ditch Kitchen and Surf Bar.
Ditch Kitchen, I like it.
Ah,
Ditch Kitchen.
We are so in.
Ditch
So that's a lot of
Like
my
you
mark-
woke up in a ditch.
you know. And I started doing like a YouTube talk show podcast
I
for
saw it.
some reason, but it felt right.
I saw it.
Yeah.
Don't stop.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna
I
keep.
think you're doing a good
I'm gonna
job.
keep going. Start having guests in the next episode. I mean, as great as it is to me to talk for 25, 30 minutes. But yeah,
Nobody really wants to
subscribe
listen.
to me on YouTube if you're still watching. And check out my last special. No one asked for this.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I can't find the song.
Uh,
I think
the
I
outro
deleted it off
song.
my
This
playlist.
show can't end now.
I know.
Man, we got to stay on.
I know
We're
because I can't find the freaking
We're
song that we
cursed.
end with. I think it came off my playlist somehow. Sorry about that. Well, listen, let me tell you who was listening
Can
tonight.
you sing it? Oh.
We can all
Uh,
sing it.
Chris Smith, Greg DiFilippo, Taz, the resident artist, who drew a phenomenal picture tonight. Thank you, Taz. It
Send
was
that
very
to
much
me.
loved. Ann Rothney, Gina Kajemi Coffin, Joan Krupiesha, Carol Carrion, Lou Ferriola,
Carry on.
Lawrence Sherman,
Charlie Myers.
Troyanello Cigars. No, I was trying to get the pronunciation right. Joe Kayak, Pete Calvano, and Vinny DeSanti, and 63
Vinny.
more to be named later.
Greg DiFilippo just
We reveal their names next week.
I just
Yes.
watched a rocket go off at the Kennedy Space Center. 4 people off to the space station.
Oh, that's SpaceX.
Oh, how nice.
Right, I got that too. Somebody sent me that.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
hope, I hope they're having.
All right.
Why are we doing this?
Say
Why not?
goodbye to everybody.
We're trying to get
No.
rid of
Ken,
people. We're just,
Why are we sending people to the moon? now?
We're not. We're just shooting them into space to get
They're
rid
not.
of them.
They're
Leave
going
them
to the
out there.
We had a
space
good run.
station.
Yeah.
You don't think they should go to
It's
the
a new
space station?
immigration policy.
We can't close the border. We're sending people to the moon. What the fuck are we doing?
That's where we should be sending them.
All right, folks. Dan,
No politics.
Dan Romano, the Pizza Man, his show is this Wednesday, March 6th at 7 o'clock on Facebook. He has a problem with a rat podcast. I hope it's not us. Just wanted to say thank you. In the last month, we've had Scott Farrell, Billy Geyer, Brendan Ryan, Joe Pontillo, psychic medium Shelby Mays coming on April 7th. Teresa's gone, and we were supposed to get a surprise guest, and he never called in, but he's coming on next week. Matt Alvalo was supposed to call tonight.
He was supposed to call.
But I think Matt,
He's
you
got 3
got
minutes.
Matt
He's
Aravalo.
doing
Love
Joe
Matt.
Pontillo.
I
He's gonna call
texted
it
him one time. I was like, "Hey, want to do this show?" He never responded.
so Matt Alvalo is supposed
glad
to be
he's coming to do your show.
He's supposed to be coming on next week. That's the guy that's going to hang out with us
All
next
right.
week.
Well, I'm-
Matt Alvalo next week. Then I think it's St. Patty's Day. Is that right? Then I
Wait,
think
wait,
it's
today's what? The
today's
the
the
third.
today's
So
the
10th and the 17th.
Tenth
yeah.
and the
So we're
17th.
on next week. I think we're on the 17th. I think Easter we're off. Right?
I'm
Correct.
not here next week.
Where are you? Following 19.99.
I'm in,
Where's-
I'm in
Where's
California.
he?
next
Where's he
week.
going to be? How many pitches is he going to
Los
throw?
Angeles.
Is he going to throw 7 pitches and you're going to spend $3,000?
My
And he-
son played today. In
No, I'm
baseball
actually
heaven.
not,
Well, how'd your son
I'm
do?
actually not.
They got killed. They're getting.
Oh,
But-
Old
but
Westbury. I
baseball
saw
heaven
that.
is now
Hold on.
sorted
Hold the
Legends
show.
Field.
Yeah.
It was weird. I can't get used to that.
His son's a top pitcher for Cortland, but I make fun of him. I say that the kid's got
Top pitcher. He pitches for Cortland.
Well, so he
They
went.
only have one pitcher.
He went last
Yeah.
week to follow the kid. The kid pitched to one batter, pitched 7 pitches, it cost them like $1,500 to go to
No, it didn't.
Maryland, or something like that. Let me
Something like that.
let me pontificate.
Go ahead.
So I
You can
say
exaggerate to
so
make
the
it sound
kid's
better.
actually really good.
It was like
Make the
$400
story
bucks.
up. Hold
So
on.
the kid's
I
actually
drove
really
there.
good, but I say he's got like an 18.99 ET.
Sounds like it.
Fucking works.
Yeah, the Mets have been scouting him for a while.
He's on the radar.
It was,
For everybody on
we
Facebook,
actually declined the medal.
YouTube, please share the show.
He's intentionally pitching bad so they don't draft him.
Because they know that he was watching.
He knows they're gonna have an off year. He said, "Nah, I don't think so."
Please give us
You wouldn't be on the team.
I'd
in,
rather
like,
stay in Cortland.
2026.
please give us a like and a love. Please follow
Please, God.
comedian Joe
Joe
Pontillo.
John Pontillo.
John Pontillo,
I
thank you for
changed my
joining
name.
us.
That's how long this show was.
Joe Pontillo, catch him on YouTube. For Ins41, Bobby Ins41 in Zarello. For comedian Joe Pontillo. For Board Up Extraordinaire Richard Zarelli. And for Strong Island TV and Bobby Lacera in the back. For me, Anthony Grazia Day. Good night. God
Grazia
bless. What'd you say?
Grazia Day.
Grazia Day.
Grazie day.
I was supposed to have Matt Alvalo on next week. We might have Joe Pontillo on for a second week in a row.
I'll call in again.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, yeah,
Moses.
Thank you guys. Share the show. Thank you for joining us. We love you. Good night and God bless.